Hi all, just finishing up some last touches. Thank you for your patience. Technically we don't really go live until right now actually, so in a sense, if I'm doing some mental gymnastics, technically I'm right on schedule. Alright. Let me make sure I get the right thing. By the way, as you can tell by the background audio, music. Actually, let me make this Facebook official. Hello everyone. Welcome to Shadowrun Hong Kong Cyberpunk Saturday. So, unfortunately, our GM had some other things going on today, so we are opting to do a backup stream. I know there has been some background chatter about doing something else because it is a day of fools. However, I feel that every day I am a fool, so therefore, this is business as usual for me. That being said, let us continue our foray into the shadows. As I said before, every day I am a fool. Therefore, my logic is, this is a normal day for me. Check the tapes, they'll vindicate my sentence. Also, afternoon. Okay. I told you I was going to be running Shadowrun. Alright, what was I doing? It's been a minute. I think I was going to go talk. You're not the boss of me, though. See, I'm barely in control of myself. I would postulate that as the being I am. I can barely control myself, so what makes you think an outside party would be able to control the self? You wake with a start, your limbs bound in a sweaty tangle of linen bedsheets. An incredible sorrow fills your chest. You feel empty, half-starved and alone. Fragmentary memories of a half-remembered dream flit through your mind. They're already fading away to nothing. I feel like I wrote this part. Anyways, chase the memory, sure. You close your eyes and concentrate, willing yourself to keep the dream from slipping away. Gradually, the memory comes back to you. The walled city. You are back in the walled city. You don't remember how you got there, but it couldn't have been any place else, even if the barons weren't so squalid. You remember craning your neck to look above you. The buildings that made up this part of the walled city were new construction, even cheaper than the old. Now their foundations had rotted out from under them, and the buildings leaned into one another like a gang of drunken men. A rain of plaster and asbestos sprinkled down, dusting your shoulders. You begin to creep forward, picking your way past the piles of refuse and debris, past the pimps and the dumpster fires, the broken glass and the dirty needles. Oh, I was not ready for that sound effect. The air reeked of rot and sewage and industrial waste, a disgusting melange that caught in your sinuses and crawled down your throat. You gagged on the stink, but it didn't slow you down. In the back of your mind, you knew you had no reason to be doing this. There was nothing for you in the walled city. You shouldn't have been there. But the rest of you was hungry. Unbearably, indescribably hungry. And that part of you knew that if you kept moving, you'd finally get to eat. As you forced your way deeper into the walled city, locals stood at their windows and stared. Inexplicably, some of them dropped to their knees. You kept moving. You could see something in the distance, a silhouette, something enormous, at least twice the size of a troll, but delicate. It was beautiful. The huge figure beckoned you, gesturing you with slender limb. An explosion of warmth filled your chest, and you knew that if you only should reach it, your problems would be over. She, would make all your sorrows disappear. You moved forward at a crawl, but the figure felt impossibly far away. You reached out to her, calling to her, and then you woke up. The empty feeling in your stomach slowly fades, taking the strength and vibrance of the memories along with it. Oh my. Let's look at our stash. What do we got? Anything new? Nothing. Okay, cool. You never know. Maybe they dropped an item in there. Alright, let's go see what's on our personal computer. Let's see. Open the jobbies. View all pending jobs. Oh, okay. I guess I gotta go talk to someone. I should probably go talk to my teammates. See what they say. Isabel's cabin is an exercise in controlled chaos. Her living space is utterly dominated by an enormous, jury-rigged computer. Serpentine cables snake from component to component, tying dozens of obsolete terminals and cybernetics together in a single colossal machine. This is my personal machine. If you're looking for your mission computer, it's downstairs. She doesn't bother looking up. You can see that she's elbow-deep in the guts of an obsolete cyberdeck, one of a half-dozen that have been wired into her computer with braided cables. Actually, I was hoping to talk to you. Got a sec? There's a long pause, and she chirps out of response. We're talking now, aren't we? Let's see. I guess so, yeah? Can I ask you a few questions? She leans in, scrutinizing the innards of the obsolete deck. Go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Have you been having weird dreams recently? Her body goes still. Yes. I think everybody has. Me too. I've been having horrible nightmares. I know. It happens more often than you'd think. She tilts her head in the direction of the walled city. This kind of mass psychosis was common where I grew up. Everyone got it. Mass psychosis seems like a magical phenomenon to me. Her voice quickens. I don't really know what it is, and I don't think I want to. I just want to work on my computer in peace. It's quite a machine you're working on. Care to tell me about it? She's my pet project. I call her the Octopus. She waves a hand at the tangle of thick power cables that radiate out from the machine's central core. You might be able to guess why. Hey, welcome. Is that ham? Okay. Well, I am acting, so maybe I'm hamming it up a little bit. Impressive work. How well does it perform? She's a monster. She yanks a fried chip from the deck's motherboard and neatly sets it aside, then fumbles in a nearby bin for a replacement. An absolute beast. Why bother? No. What is this thing made of? She's gonna get all snippy if I ask. Whatever I could find. Busted terminals. Obsolete cyberdecks. Aftermarket memory from Maximum Law's dumpster. Scavengers would kill for this stuff in the walled city. But out here, people throw it away. She chuckles to herself as she eases a card into an empty expansion slot. Most deckers are early adopters. They buy whatever's newest, shell out huge amounts of nuyen in hopes of riding the bleeding edge. Stupid. Why? Because I can have 5 of last year's model for a quarter of the price of that whiz-new cyberdeck. And after I finish daisy-chaining them together, the machine that I've built will run circles around your hot new deck. Yeah, and you'll need a flatbed truck to carry it. Do we look like we're hurting for space to you? She rummages in a bin to her left and pulls out a stick of solid-state memory. It disappears into the deck she's working on. I've got a whole boat to work with. Your cabin included, if I told Gobbet I needed it. Be my guest, I wouldn't mind. A long pause. Huh. Well, I was joking. But if you're really okay with it, I might someday. You'll see. Can we talk about the ambush? I'd rather not. I lost friends there. Duncan and I didn't come out of the attack unscathed either. They shot Carter down, same as your friends. Was she your friend? You didn't seem that close. She returns her attention to the octopus, turning her back on you. You don't like talking about things other than your computer very much, do you? Do you? There's a long pause before she responds. When she does, she sounds vaguely hurt. I prefer not to. Nothing personal. It's just the way that I am. There's nothing wrong with that. I just wanted to know who I'm running with, don't you? Yes. You're still a mystery to me. There is a long pause. I don't like mysteries, but I do enjoy solving them. She turns, gives you her full attention. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to ask you a question. Something personal. After you've given me an answer, you get to ask me something. Think of it like a game of questions. We take turns until one of us wants to quit. Deal? Deal. You go first, ask away. She studies your face. We'll start off easy. As I adjust the microphone. Tell me what you really think about Duncan. Let's see. Oh, man. I don't want to break the social chain with Duncan. I'll just say he's family. She cocks her head inquisitively. I've heard how you abandoned him back in Seattle. If that's love, you have a funny way of showing it. Well, you've answered my question. I guess it makes it your turn. How long have you been running in the shadows? With Gobbet? That's a good question. I guess about 4 years now? A decent stretch by anyone's reckoning. And that would make it my turn. She pauses, considering. So tell me, what was your connection to Raymond Black? He was like a father to me. In that case, I'm sorry for your loss. Losing the ones that you love is hard. Your turn. Ask me a question and I'll give you an answer. How did you and Gobbet meet? That's a good question. Her brow furrows, and after a moment she screws her eyes shut. We met as kids, in the walled city. My prison was her playground. You okay? Of course I'm okay. I'm fine. She shifts her gaze to the octopus. I just have a hard time remembering those days. My childhood is kind of a blur. And that brings us back to my turn. She gestures at the cabin walls around you. You enjoy it, don't you? Living like this. Working the shadows. This is survival. I do what I have to. She blinks. We may have more in common than I'd thought. Your turn, again. Go ahead. Ask me something. Where'd you learn to deck? The Whampoa. I lived there for a while after escaping the walled city. The people there were difficult. We didn't get along, but it was a great place to learn. My turn again. Her head tilts as she studies your face, and I think, my last question for you. You're stuck here, marooned, you and Duncan both. He's obviously unhappy with the situation, but he keeps going on about the things that he left behind. But what about you? Is there anything that you want to get back to? Nothing worth mentioning. Truth be told, I'm enjoying the change of scenery. Yeah, I'll say that. Nothing? There isn't anything about your old life that you'll miss. I don't know whether to envy you or to feel sorry for you. She glances down at the clock on her desk, an antique model with physical hands that looks like it was wrenched out of a submarine. A frown spreads across her face. Shit. It's even later than I thought, and I've still got a long way to go before the octopus is fixed. She begins to turn away, her attention fixed on the stack of partially disassembled cyberdecks arrayed in front of her. Hang on, Isabel, you still owe me another question. She stops in place, fidgets. That's true. Go ahead. I need you to tell me what you can about the walled city. Her voice goes cold. Why? Hold on, I gotta blast this. It's gonna switch off the screen for a sec. 1 sec. I need to appoint a Actually, I'm gonna mod Mystic. Do you mind being a mod here? Just so I don't have to. There we go. Cool. Alright, I just made you a mod. Just because while I'm doing other things, I'd rather not have to shoot all the random ad bots and all that. Her voice goes cold. Why? Because Raymond wanted to go in there, and someone destroyed my life to keep him from doing that. Her cheeks flush, just like they did the last time. She averts her eyes. No. I'm sorry, but... No. Later, maybe. But not now. Alright, Isabel. Maybe next time. Blinking, she turns away and buries her face in the octopus's blade innards. Please excuse me. I have work to do. Alright. I was gonna let her off the hook because oh, here's Gabi. Okay, so... I feel like we should move the plot, though. We'll talk to her after the next mission, wherever that may be. Let me see. Speaking of which... exit. Okay, cool. Alright, so... I should probably talk to Gun Show. I think that's gonna proc the next one. Wu's cabin appears to be the only clean spot in the bolt hole. His equipment is neatly laid out in his bedding, grouped by type, arranged just so. He's currently in the process of cleaning his weapon with meticulous care. Well, that's that, I guess. We're runners now. I forgot to ask about benefits. You think we get medical and dental care? His hand he stops for a moment, stares at the weapon in his hand. Damn. I don't think we took the brochure. We have to ask for it the next time we have an audience with our Chinese syndicate crime lord. He looks down at the barrel of his gun, blows into it. You look like you want to talk about something. What's the topic? I can't get that dream I had out of my head. You said you had one too, right? Yeah, yours sounded like a nasty one. I don't remember much about mine. I was pretty creeped out by our run in the walled city. Between that and all the drama, I'd be surprised if I didn't have a nightmare. He shrugs. What do you remember about yours? Just little snatches of things. He puts his hands on his hips and concentrates. The walled city was breathing, and it had teeth everywhere. And there was a tunnel that was so bright that I had to shut my eyes. And Raymond was there. He was either kneeling or lying down. I can't remember which, but he was crying. That's what made me wake up. The sound of my father crying. Does it feel any different from the other nightmares you've had? He takes his time, thinks about his answer a little bit before he responds. You know how sometimes you'd be mad at a friend in a dream, and then wake up still mad at him? And then you treat him like he did something wrong when you see him? It kind of feels like that to me. Like I dreamed I was swimming towards a bright light, and when I woke up, I was out of breath from the effort. Was the walled city in your dream? Of course the walled city was in my dream. It was a nightmare, wasn't it? He gives you a lopsided grin. Was it in your dream, too? Sure looked like it. I'm not sure I'm surprised. The walled city's more than just another slum in the sprawl. Hell, it is a sprawl. Of course we dreamed about it. The feeling I had there has stayed with me. It felt thick, heavy. And then I got this overwhelming feeling of, I don't know, wretchedness, I guess. Let's talk about something else. Alright. What do you think about that last run? I don't know, Shara. I've had enough of ghouls for one lifetime. The Barrens were full of them. Remember what the 162s did to that Atzelander family that lived by the old town center? Remember how we found them? Yeah, sure, but in all fairness, they were asking for it. They were keeping secondhand organs in a walk-in freezer. I mean, what did they expect? Yeah, but still, nobody deserves to go out like that, he grimaces. I don't know, Shara. I don't think I'll ever get comfortable with having a ghoul in our crew. I guess it was a good thing to help him, though. I'd rather have a ghoul on the team than a ghoul obsessed with vengeance. Who knows what he would have done? Who knows what he would do to get it? Anyway, enough about that. Need anything else? I want to talk about Raymond so we can get the plot going, hopefully. Okay, shoot. Why do you think he came to Hong Kong? Well, he's from here, right? Sounds like he had unfinished business that he needed to take care of before... You think he's dying? Maybe. Just something to think about. Did you say anything about me after I left? You know Raymond, Shara. He taught us what he wanted to teach us. Told us what he wanted us to know. Everything else was met with a wall of good-natured silence. He used to say, "You are the master of unspoken word, Mr. Wu. Once it is out of your mouth, it is out of your control." So, no. After you left, he never said a word about you. Not a word. What do you think is going on with him? I don't know, Shara. He was clearly obsessed with the walled city and whatever prosperity is. He sounds like he sounds like a sleepwalker trying to stumble his way through a dream or something. A sleepwalker who hires Shadowrunners. Whatever he was doing, he knew it would be dangerous. Raymond was smart. Smart as hell. If he thought he needed runners to take him into that place, he needed them. Let's talk about something else. Sure, ask away. Let's talk about being Shadowrunners. What's there to say? I worked my ass off to pull myself out of the gutter and make something of my life. I did what it took to earn my bronze. And now, I'm a mercenary hiding in the shadows of a foreign country, doing dirty jobs that the corps needed to keep off the books. It's the reverse of everything I ever wanted. You seem to be taking it pretty damn well, so let me ask you something. You said this was about the money, that it was time for you to cash in. Was that true? Yes, if it didn't have a price associated with it, I'm not interested. Seriously? That's it? It's just about the money? I guess your time in jail really changed you. He shakes his head. This is all about Raymond for me. I need to understand what happened to him and who's responsible. I need justice. What's your opinion of Kindly Cheng? I'd say she's got us right where she wants us. Right under the thumb. What do you want to talk about specifically? Think we can trust her? A triad boss and an underground fixer? No, I don't think we can trust her. But as long as we all share the same goals, we should be okay. Makes sense. As long as we serve her interests, she doesn't have a reason to screw us over. Exactly, it's simple. She provides jobs, we do jobs. She gets info about Raymond and that plastic-faced man, and we figure out what the hell's going on. We figure out what's going on, she doesn't end up in the trunk of a car at the bottom of the river. Everybody wins. What about this plastic-faced man? Creepy dudes are nothing new to me. Even well-dressed, creepy corporate dudes. Between the gangers we grew up with and the shit I've run into as a cop, I've seen all kinds. I just want to know who he is and who he works for. Let's talk about something else. Sure, if you want. Let's talk about Gobbet and Isabel. They seem competent, considering how young they are. But then again, they sound like they've been taking care of themselves since they were pretty young. The three of us work together well in the walled city. Based on that, I bet the four of us would make a solid crew. Let's talk about something else. And let's talk later. Later's good. I want to do some cardio, work off some steam. Then it's rack time for me. You should do the same, Shara. A couple of 100 push-ups would do you good. Please, I could bust out 200 in my sleep. He raises an eyebrow. I'd love to see that sometime. But for now, you should clear out. I want to get started, and this cabin isn't big enough for two. Alright. So let us see. Hopefully that procced something. And we're going down here. Let's see. Check my inbox for new messages. Huey, Raymond Black's history. There we go. From Isabel. Duncan asked me to do some digging on my own into Raymond's history. I guess he doesn't trust Kindly Cheng enough to give him the full story. I can't say I blame him, since she'd hide things from us if it was in her best interest to do so. So I've been poking around various corners of the Matrix, trying to dig up what I can. Most sinners leave a data rail the size of an aircraft carrier in their wake. Working backward in time, Raymond starts out that way, but it slowly tapers away into nothingness. Sure, I can find some basic records in Seattle. Power, utilities, a couple of public discussion sites he signed up for. But the further back I get, the less I find. And the craziest part is this. Prior to 2032, I can't find anything at all. And that shouldn't be possible. It's like Raymond didn't exist before then. I don't know. I'm going to keep digging, but it'll take me a while. I'll let you know when I have some news worth sharing. Alright, so... Oh, wait. Attending a party. Hold on. From Kindly Cheng to me. Ojos de Muerte. What was her accent? Ojos de Muerte. I need you to come to the parlor. A friend of mine and a business partner of mine named Dr. Sheyang has need of your services. Something about attending a fancy party in Repulse Bay. He was unwilling to give me the details. I think he wanted to size you up himself. Okay. Let's get on that. Head on out and see what this party is all about. Alright, so it is down here, I think. Yes, there we go. What's this? Oh, okay. No one I can talk to. However, a rotund, balding dwarf in a cheap suit turns to face you. Light glints from the heavy gold chains that hang around his neck. When he speaks, the voice that greets your ears is high and nasal. Oh god, okay. I'll do my best. and has been contorted into a rough approximation of a New York accent.
Pleased to meet ya. Cheng was kind enough to arrange this little sit-down between us.
He extends a slab-like hand for you to shake.
You can call me Dr. Shenyang.
It's always good to meet a paying client. His grip is as soft as his palm is moist. It's like shaking hands with a boneless ham. Oh my god. Zebra Daddy with a prediction. You share a long, uncomfortably flaccid handshake before he finally releases you. Oh god, that's the worst.
I'm, looking for a little outside help on a problem I've been having. Ordinarily, I'd handle it myself or have some of my friends see to it, but it's kinda delicate, you know? My guys be noticed before they make any headway on my problem, so I figure, hey, I hire contractors all the time. Might as well get some contractors of a different stripe.
Oh man, the boneless ham handshake is the worst. Let's see. Tell me about your problem. I have to stay in character. As long as you're paying, I'm in.
I run a little film studio. Southern Crown Films. We do mostly trid work, but we record some sims too. Maybe you've seen some of my stuff. Space Mongols from the Moon? The Flavor of Pomegranates? Ultimate Kill Squad?
No, but I like the sound of Ultimate Kill Squad. How much killing do they do? Oh my god. He offers you a chip-tooth grin.
A lot. There's this one scene where the two trolls gang up on an elf, and well, I don't want to spoil it, but believe me, it is glorious. I'll send over a copy to Chang, so that ya can take a look. Anyway, there's this other guy in the industry, and we've been butting heads since day one. Name's Neville Ma. He runs the Yellow Spring Studios. No matter what I do, I can't shut him out of the biz. He's always managed to get one over me, steal my stars. He's been running me into the ground with this show called Promises in Moonlight. The star's a girl named Penelope Wong. New talent, but the viewers have been going nuts over her. She's the show's linchpin.
Also, welcome to the stream.
Hang on, I'm getting there. So, about 6 months ago, Neville was out of Guangzhou for some hoity-toity party. He's on the road, probably drunk. A semi comes out of nowhere, and pow! Wrecks his fancy new Eurocar Westwind. Bad luck for Neville, good luck for me. I figure, hey, that's the end of him for the year. And I start planning some new stuff he can't compete with from inside a hospital. You follow me so far?
Let me guess. He found a way to compete with you from the hospital.
No, worse. The bastard's out of the hospital. He's back in the game, bringing out Season 2 of Promises in Moonlight. I need that show off the air, one way or the other. And that, my friend, is where you come in.
Already? That's strange.
Tell me about it. He should have been in that hospital for at least 3 months and in physical therapy a lot longer. Only took him a week to get out. Couldn't frickin' believe it. That kind of medical care costs top dollar. He's got a lot of money, but not that much. Recovery time like that means that one of two things is going on. Neville could have found himself a silent partner, someone willing to pay top dollar for cutting-edge care. I don't think it's likely, but it could have happened. And if it ain't that, the smart money says that she's been skimming off the top of the Yellow Springs earnings and not reporting it to the other shareholders.
And you want me to look into that, I take it.
I need you to get me something to blackmail Neville with. Find out how he could afford to get out of the hospital so fast. He works on the penthouse most days, so search his computer, closet, sock drawer, whatever. There's got to be something incriminating in there.
So where's this penthouse?
Neville lives on the Repulse Bay. It's this real swanky joint on the south end of the Hong Kong island.
God damn, he's using swanky in the year of our Lord 2080? Oh my god. This guy.
I haven't been able to get anybody in to poke in around his apartment because the security's too tight. Looking for you, though. Neville's throwing a party on the mezzanine level with all the shops and a restaurant and a balcony and such. He's celebrating the second season launch of his show, and everyone's gonna be there. Gonna make a real snarl for the building security.
Oh, okay.
You might want to also hit up the party if you can bluff your way in. Everyone close to Neville will be there. Most of them will be 3 sheets in the wind by the time you get there. Some discreet questioning might get me the dirt I need. Just remember, if you go to the party, don't use your real name. Go with Argyle. Should be safe enough. There's nobody in the biz out here with that name. So nobody will ask any questions about how your work's going.
Hit up the party, hit the apartment, hit the party, dig up some blackmail information on Neville Ma. Sounds easy enough. He nods vigorously.
Oh yeah. Cheng talked you up when I approached her with the job. Given what she told me, this job should be cake. Now, the blackmail material is what I need more than anything. But if you get Penelope Wong out of her contract, I'll pay you extra. Got it?
He didn't say capiche? Oh, man. I was waiting for the capiche.
I want that star power on my side. One last thing. I don't want you starting a scene while you're there. You interrupt his party, make a mess, or trash his apartment, I'm not paying you. We're clear on that?
Let's see. We're clear.
Good. I can't have Ma knowing that I'm after him. In my business, everybody's got dirty tricks, but if you make it public, you're using them.
Dr. Shenyang draws a finger across his throat.
That's it. My career's as dead as the People's Republic of China. Nobody will work for me ever again. So don't embarrass me, eh?
No mess, no guns. Got it.
Oh, you can pack heat. Just don't kill anybody at in the party or in Ma's apartment. You gotta fight, you find someone else to do it. If security gets on you, do what you gotta. I'd rather explain a few bullet holes than a pile of dead Shadowrunners. Got me?
Yeah, got it.
Good. If you pull this off, I'll recommend you to all my friends, too.
Sounds like we have a deal. Actually, you don't seem like you deal with Shadowrunners much.
Shadowrunners, Moonlight Prancers, who gives a crap? I got money and a job, and I don't care who does it as long as the price is right. What's more, I got a lot of friends around town, and a lot of them run in your circles, too.
He looks up to you, eagerness in his eyes. Looks up at you. Doesn't look up to me. He doesn't admire me.
So what, we got a deal? You gonna do it?
We have a deal. His grin widens.
Good woman. That's what I like to hear. When you're done, drop Chen and Lang. I'll come back to meet you back here and I'll hand over the money.
Thank goodness. Pinching my nose was actually, starting to get a little excessive. It said nasal, so... Kindly Cheng appears to be nearing the end of a harsh exchange with Strangler Bao, who is listening intently. So you tell that little pustule that Auntie Cheng isn't fucking happy, you got it? Not happy at all. Don't tell him I'm displeased. Don't tell him that I didn't take it well. She slams her shot glass on the table. Tell him I'm extremity chopping mad, and if he doesn't want what happened to ye to happen to him, he'd better get his head and his ass wired together and get me that payment today. She raises an eyebrow. Was that message clear enough, Mr. Bao? Yes, Miss Cheng. I'll explain things to him in terms he can understand. Bao steps back and becomes a meat statue once again. Cheng's voice turns treacle sweet when she sees you waiting for her. Ah, newly minted Shadowrunner. How are you taking to your new role, Ojos de Muerte? Like a duck to water, Auntie. I had no doubt, my sweet. I have a nose for talent. And how is Mr. Gunshot doing with his new life? He's doing just fine, Auntie. Very good, dear. Very good. She smiles. Was there something specific you came to see me about? Just checking in, Auntie. Pays to stay in touch. I agree, yes. Personal contact gets results. I have some good news for you. One of my people successfully planted the wiretap on the police special duties unit. If news of your foster father or the plastic-faced man reaches them, it will reach me as well. So far, your foster father has proven a difficult man to find, and the plastic-faced man is elusive. He is clearly someone who knows how to stay out of the public eye. But I have my network working day and night, and I still have some favors that I can call in if need be. We'll find them both. It's only a matter of time. Until then, go about your business. I'm sure that more work will come your way at any moment. She glances back at Bao. Now I have some pressing business to attend with. The kind that ends in parentless children. I'll talk to you later. Oh boy. Alright. Let's go to a party. And I shall hydrate real quick. There we go. All right, so we need to go quiet. That being said, is there anyone... I probably shouldn't bring Gaishu, because we're not going loud. I still want some firepower, though. Oh, yeah. I remember talking to her before. Wow, there's a lot of dudes. We'll take core crew. We'll take core crew. Alright. You arrive at the eponymously named Repulse Bay, a gleaming hotel and apartment building on the shores of Repulse Bay, Hong Kong Island. Rolling storm clouds choke the sky, lending the structure a sinister appearance. As you push through doors and into the building, a sudden break in the clouds reveals a sun that's gone red as blood. You make your way into a ground floor elevator. The attendant pays you no mind. As the car begins to climb, you hear the sounds of merriment drawing closer. As the doors slide open, you find Neville Ma's party in full swing. Alright, let's see, what do I have? Okay, I think I'm already optimized here. I think... Oh, she's stuck with her armor. Okay, damn. Yeah, everyone's stuck with their own armor. Okay. Note to self, I gotta improve their equipment. Probably gonna have to talk to the troll over in Wampoa. You have karma? Okay, cool. I have karma. Let's see. What should I spec into? I should probably be more personable for this mission, so let's get some charisma going. Oh wow, I have a lot of karma actually. Let's see. Ooh, I get to choose a new etiquette. Socialite. That would be very helpful right now. And I do want more quickness. However, I do feel that I should add another point into charisma. And then I'll add... Ooh, I don't have enough. Okay. So let's just save the rest for later. The elevator disgorges you into the mezzanine with little fanfare. Off in the distance, you can hear the sounds of clinking glasses, carefree laughter, and silverware on china. I'm kinda out of my element here, O Host de Muerte. I'm not much of a party person. How do you want to handle this? Check the apartment first? My vote is party. Can we go to the party? The party is too high visibility for my liking. Let's try the apartment first. Yeah, okay. She lets loose a wistful sigh. Oh, all right, if you insist. Go on, lead the way. All right, so let's see. Let's see. The elevator dings softly, and a bright, sophisticated elevator panel awaits your input. Go into the penthouse. Alright, so we gotta be careful because we don't want to alert security because they want us to go quiet. Alright, looks like we're gonna get Isabel on this in order to deck in. Oh, alright. Or we could have Gaba to sense it. That would make sense. This is a standard hotel door protected by a simple hydraulic locking mechanism. A keypad is mounted beside the door frame. Yep, sense it. Gobbet leans forward and examines the keypad. I don't know why it says examines at the keypad, but, you know. After a moment, she turns to you. A few of the numbers are worn out. Looks like it's some combination of 1, 3, 5, and 6. Let's do 1, 3, 5, 6. Oops. Well, it would help if I did 1, 3, 5, 6, not 1, 3, 5, 5. All right. 3, 1, 5, 6. There's going to be too many permutations. What is it? 4 factorial is going to be 16. 16 possibilities. So I did 1, 3, 5, 6. 3, 1, 5, 6. Actually, let's do a permutation of 1, 3. So 1, 3, 6, 5. Okay. 1, 6, 3, 5. There it is. Bada boom. The power of brute force. The door unlocks. Why is it so cold in here? Okay. Search suits. Rows and rows of finely tailored suits, custom shoes, and various accessories fill the room. The liquor cabinet is full of expensive wines. Moonlight Sonata, really? Okay. What an interesting choice. The liquor cabinet is full of expensive wines and spirits. Several decanters sit atop it, but one in particular catches your eye. A bottle of brilliantly bright red wine. I'm not going to put my prints on that. Inspect. The opposite side of the living room is dominated by a massive security door. It's much heavier than the exterior apartment door, and it looks like a recent addition. The wall has clearly been reinforced to support it. A series of top-of-the-line commercial-grade mag locks hold the doors sealed. It'd be easier to tunnel through the wall than it would be to break them open. Examine the door. A cursory glance at the door frame reveals no sign of a keypad or a jack point. But you do see what appears to be an RFID reader. A 16-digit... Oh, Lord, okay. A 16-digit number has been stenciled onto the side of the reader in red ink. This didn't come with the apartment. Why fortify an interior door like this? Probably to keep up appearances. Can you imagine how people would talk if he installed this thing in the hallway? Well, one thing is for certain. We aren't getting through there without a key. Most likely that means we will have to get one from Ma, or from one of his people. We're going to the party, aren't we? I mean, that is the next logical step. Tell me we're going to the party. Looks like that. Looks that way. Saddle up, we got a party to attend. Alright, well, time to go schmooze, I guess. Schmoozing as schmoes. Schmoozing. The elevator panel awaits your selection. Alright. Have a party to attend, even though we weren't invited. Ah, crap. What was I supposed to call myself? I think it was Argyle. A sullen-looking troll stands in the periphery of the kitchen. He turns to you, shoulders slumped forward, and sighs. No restaurant service tonight. The kitchen staff's too busy with the party to serve anyone. Wish I could get onto that balcony. He sniffs the air wistfully. Oh, that delicious food. See? This guy knows what's up. Looks fancy. Who's throwing this shindig? A trade producer, I think. Saw some actors out there earlier. Same ones who act in Promises and Moonlight. Oh, Moonlight's not... I get it now. Okay, never mind. He fiddles shyly. Have you seen the show? Of course, I can't wait for the new season. His eyes widen excitedly. Me too. That twist with Lady Zhang in the last episode? Oh man, what a cliffhanger. I couldn't believe it. Me neither. Good luck with the kitchen, buddy. Alright. So that is a security guard. We got waiter. We got... I don't know if these are socialites or something else. Looks like they might be Shadowrunners, but I don't know. We'll find. We'll see. The ragged waiter manages to straighten up as you approach. Good evening, ma'am. Welcome to the veranda at Repulse Bay. How may I be of service? What's with the guard by the balcony? This is a private party outside, and our establishment provides security for any event that requires it. But don't worry. The balcony will be free again in a few hours. You look exhausted. Why don't you take a break? Not yet. I can't afford to miss any tips. He sighs. I went to Macaw last week and it wiped me out. Bad luck with the horses, you know. Pretty lucrative. I'm in a pretty lucrative trade myself. Care to make a deal? The waiter stares at you, suspicious, but his desperation gets the better of him. I'm listening. I need access to a penthouse apartment. Name your price. I've got New Yen to spare. All right. Whose apartment? Neville Ma's. 500 New Yen and the code is yours. He blurts it out with a single thought. 250 or I'm walking. Better something than nothing, right? Good thing I bumped charisma. Code is 1635. I already knew that. I brute forced it. Damn it! He whips out his PDA and glances back at the bank balance. A satisfied grin lights up his face. Oh, and if you get caught, I didn't tell you anything. Of course not. I've never spoken to you in my life. His smile widens. Have fun with Ma's things. If some were to go missing, maybe wind up at a pawn shop, I doubt they'll be missed. Damn, that was a waste of money. Ah, crap. Damn. I wish he had the 16-digit one. That's what I was hoping for. But alas. All right, my name's Argyle, right? The security guard stands in front of the... Well, nah, I'll just commit it. I took the L. It is what it is. The security guard stands in front of the patio, a bored expression on his face. He looks you up. Wow, what a weird way of saying that sentence. He looks you up and down as you approach. Okay, alright, gotcha. Private party, pal. Invitation only. Are you kidding me? I was just there talking to Kevin Chu. Don't tell me you've already forgotten my face. Man, I'm so glad I bumped my charisma. The security guard pauses. He leans forward and scans your face, his expression uncertain. After a moment, he steps back. Yeah, I remember you. Talking to Kevin Chu. Terribly sorry, ma'am. Won't happen again. Yeah, fast talk. Woo, buddy. Alright. Who can I nick for a quick keypad, key card? Maybe Penelope? The glamorous starlet flashes you a standard celebrity smile. Lovely, but emotionless. Good evening. Penelope Wong, but please, call me Penny. Oh, was that I just heard the thunderbolt in the distance. That was wild. Okay. Pleased to meet you, Penny. Name's Argyle. She lifts her drink and takes a tentative sip. What brings you to our little soiree, Mrs. Argyle? Miss Argyle? I don't believe I've seen you around the studio before. It's a friend of a friend sort of situation. He asked me to check in on Neville. Seems he's recovered quickly, considering the accident. A smile lights up her face. Oh, it was absolutely miraculous. I must admit, I nearly died of fright when I heard what happened. But to look at Neville now, you'd never guess he'd been hurt. Just miraculous. Miracles cost a lot of New Yen these days. Must have been some expensive treatments. You think so? She sips her drink. I never stayed in no hospital myself. Don't believe the paparazzi either. My nose has never seen the knife. Is it very expensive? To undergo such miraculous treatments, that is. Let me put it this way. Even Neville, with all his money, would be hard-pressed to cover the costs. He probably brought a new guy in to cushion the bills. Someone new? For a moment she is lost in thought, her face twisted in concentration. No, I don't think so. But Neville did make some new friends when he was in Guangzhou. Go on. There was a woman, I can't remember her name, who now visits Neville regularly. I hear she's quite the fashionista. This a business or a personal relationship? Penelope shrugs. They seem to get on well. I'm a little sad he's never introduced us, though. She's supposed to be making an appearance tonight. I'm very much looking forward to meeting her. Jealous much? Penelope's gaze drifts over your shoulder for a moment, and she smiles at someone behind you. Oh, please excuse me. That's Mr. Yao, and I promised I'd say hello tonight. Enjoy the party. One last thing before you go, Penny. You have a key fob for Neville's security door? A quizzical look crosses her face. I do, but how do you know about that? Building management told me. Let me see, hold on. I'm looking at the options. A group from the party has gone upstairs. With Neville's blessing us, of course. We'd like to open his place up, but we can't without a fob. That's a little sketch. Neville asked me to grab something for him. I mean, all of these are a little sketch, but I'm trying to figure out the most plausible one. But his door is locked. I'd ask him for his fob, but he's busy chatting with some guests. That seems sus. I'm going to do the building management told me. They sent me down to see if I could bring them your fob. They needed it to fix a glitch, and they don't want to bother Mr. Ma. Oh, in that case, please take my key fob. Just bring it back when you're done, okay? She digs around her purse before producing a small plastic device and hands it to you. Wow, that was painfully easy. Man, social engineering. Thank you, Penny. You don't know how helpful you've been. Penelope beams at you. Always happy to help when Neville's concerned. Yeah, she's got a little capital F feeling for him, I think. Alright, find out more about Mr. Ma's friend. I do want to know more about Mr. Ma's friend so I can get some extra eddies. Wrong system. Extra New Yen. The partygoer raises an eyebrow at your approach. They're serving century-old Cabernet like punch here. It's hard to believe, considering how much a single bottle costs. But even harder to believe Mr. Ma's hosting this party, and so soon after this accident. I heard about that. Doesn't seem to have slowed him down. The man's a machine. He smirks, amused by himself. Not literally. But he might as well be the way he sprang back after being T-boned at 140 clicks an hour. Jesus, how is he even standing? I don't know how, but here he is, alive and kicking, or dining, regaling, what have you. If you ask me, I think it's all the positive ki the fans have been stirring up. I heard there were entire message boards praying for him and making offerings at temples. The Matrix is nuts for promises in Moonlight. If Ma hadn't negotiated a second season, his fans would have just as easily have turned on him. If that's all it takes to win immortality, maybe I should become famous too. Isn't that why we're all here? To be famous, or become famous, or make someone else famous? He catches sight of someone across the room and waves. Lisa, over here! Gives you a curt nod. Nice talking to you. Alright. Well, that's suspicious. I'm beginning to think he has a proxy. Shit. Should I talk to Neville? It would be best if he didn't know I was here, but at the same time, I am kind of curious as to how he was... Yeah, I should probably save. You're right. Let us do the save scum option select, indeed. Neville Ma is dressed in an immaculate suit, surveying his party from the edge of the balcony. As you approach, he inclines his head respectfully. Good evening, Miss... I'm sorry. I don't believe we've been formally introduced. He straightens his wristwatch. I'm Neville Ma, owner of the Yellow Spring Studios. Miss Argent. Interesting. Pleasure's all mine, Mr. Ma. Call me Miss Argent. Thank you so much for hosting this gala. I'm being the exact opposite of the character I'm playing right now. I'm acting as a character who is acting as another character. I feel like there's a Tropic Thunder joke in there somewhere. You're very welcome. It's important to show the industry, and the press, that Promises in Moonlight is doing well, and we are still a local operation. I hope that you are enjoying yourself. I've heard about your accident. How did it happen? He sighs. It seems as though that's all anyone wants to hear about these days. To be honest, I'm getting rather tired of repeating the story. Suffice to say, delivery truck, a drone, experienced a glitch and ran a red light. If it hadn't hit me, it would have hit someone else. Do you think it was intentional? What, the glitch? I can't rule it out, but it seems rather far-fetched to me. I'm just a Tritio producer. Hardly the sort of man who would find himself on anybody's enemies lists. I heard you made a new friend while you were in the hospital. Yes, Miss Feng. She's quite an admirer of Promises in Moonlight. She kept my spirits up as I was recovering from the accident. Sounds like you might be more than just friends. You're welcome to believe whatever you like. A gentleman doesn't kiss and tell, however. And you would do well not to repeat such rumors. I prefer to keep my private light out of the spotlight. I apologize, I didn't mean to offend. I accept, of course. You seem to be someone of quality. I wouldn't insult you by assuming you would speak out of turn. You were discharged from the hospital pretty quickly after your accident. Your treatments must have been expensive. Ah, damn, I didn't figure out what she did for a living. Not especially. Guangzhou's hospitals are top tier. Confidentially, my rapid recovery mostly came down to luck. The accident could have been a lot worse than it was. I owe your car a lot of thanks for the safety features. Thanks for talking with me, Mr. Ma. My pleasure. Please, enjoy the party. A mysterious benefactor, Miss Feng. Eh? Or perhaps Mrs. You never know in Hollywood. Alright. Time to go crack open that door and see what's behind it. As you approach the door, a light set into your key fob goes from red to green. There is a loud series of thunks, and the door slides open. A blast of frigid air floods into the room from the other side. Why is it so frickin' cold in this room? You chilling entire bottles of wine in here? Is this your wine cellar? This is a weird place to have a wine cellar. An expensive consumer-grade computer terminal awaits your input. The display background is set to a screen capture from Promises in Moonlight. Penelope Wong's radiant face beams at you from a corner of the screen. This must be Ma's personal terminal, he smiles. Can't think of a better place to dig for dirt on the man. Log into the computer as a guest. Yeah, let's do that. A few keystrokes is all it takes to get into the computer's file structure. Are you serious? Bruh, did you make your password 12345? With the high-tech security door in his apartment, it seems Ma never bothered to encrypt his machine. Oh my god. Social engineering is the theme of today's stream. Oh my god. 100% his password is password. An option menu appears on the screen. I'm going to search his email. You read through Ma's email. Most of it's spam and boring business arrangement, but one detail stands out. Neville Ma is frequently emailing a woman named Ku Feng. They seem close, exchanging a lot of thinly veiled flirtation. It appears that Neville has been lavishing Ku Feng with money and affection. Ooh, a sugar mommy. Well, actually, he's the sugar daddy, but yeah. Expensive gifts, rent checks, miserable attempts at poetry. Seeing to it that her every need is met. I wonder who this Ku Feng person is. I already did this. Okay. Search financial records. Neville's financial records are astoundingly boring, aside from two major things. He spent next to nothing on his hospital bills. What? Next to nothing? How good is his health insurance? Where it appears that he only stayed for 3 days, considering he's been in a catastrophic car accident? That seems sus. And he's spending a lot of money on a woman named Ku Feng. Jewelry, bills, clothes, and such. I'm going to unlock the office door. With the push of the button, you unlock the office door on the other side of the room. An ominous thunk reverberates through the cold steel apartment. How did you spend no money on your hospital bills? And you got out of the hospital in 3 days. I don't know. This all seems suspicious. Is this guy a plant? Is the real dude like still in the hospital? Or perhaps he wasn't even in the car. Perhaps it was perhaps he just faked being injured for some reason. Like insurance fraud. Oh, it might be insurance fraud. That actually would make sense. Without warning, a frigid wind blows through the apartment. The chill cuts through your clothing, raising goose flesh all over your body. Where is that coming from? There is another blast of cold, and a pale and imposing woman materializes out of... Oh. It all makes sense now. A throng of blank-faced men and women materialize along... Yeah, this is a vampire coven. Ah, the little dog who's been sniffing around Neville Ma's affairs. Her voice is imperious, arrogant. Ku Feng, I presume? She nods. Just so. My servants have been watching you since you have arrived. I suspect that you are an evil woman, and that you have here to do harm to Neville, and so I came to stop you. I couldn't be less interested in hurting Neville, lady. I'm just here to finish a job. That is true, then it is a shame. You have seen my face, and you know what I am. Naturally, I cannot allow you to leave. And if you can't afford to fight me here, for fear of police involvement. She lifts her chin imperiously. Perhaps we can settle this in a more civilized manner. A face-off in a neutral location. Would you accept my challenge? Oh my god. A duel at midnight works for me. Very well, she steeples her fingers. As for the terms, if I win, you willingly submit to my influence. You'll become my pawn. And if you win? If I win, you'll already be dead. She nods, grinning. Wait 15 minutes for the sun to go down. Then come to the roof. We'll settle this there, like gentlemen and ladies. The sun dips below the horizon. Mist coalesces, coating the rooftop in dew. Ku Feng and her cohorts appear. Oh, damn. Are you prepared to become my servant, human? You must not resist, or I'll be forced to kill you. Should it come to that, I'll endeavor to make it swift and painless. But no promises. Let's see what you got. This will be entertaining. Kill her! Yeah, vampirism. I figured. Let's see. Vampirism's hella weird in Shadowrun. Basically, they have all the traditional powers of a vampire, and they have this weird essence mechanic so they're basically treated like very high-level spellcasters. So I assume we're going to get a lot of spirits, and we're going to get a lot of status effects from this fight. So that being said, I should probably boost Duncan right now. Give him more accuracy. Because we need to take care of her lickety split, otherwise this is going to get out of control real fast. Alright. Oh shit, that's a civilian. Fudge! Alright, so... Sorry, Civvy, you're the closest thing that lets me area of effect her. I am going to... Do I have cover? No, I don't. I don't have cover anywhere, actually. I'll have cover here, though. She might mind control these civilians as well. Yep, she's mind controlling the civilians. I figured. Okay. Can I get any line of sight on her? Oh, I can. Sweet. We're gonna... Nice. Very good. This is definitely worth it. We need her out. We need her out, like, immediately. Otherwise, like, she's going to start mind controlling people and also making zombies out of all the people that I kill. Okay, so we're gonna cast haste on Shara, and we're gonna move. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Get another shot off on her, hopefully. Ah, shit. Alright. Can I flatline this guy before he swings that sword at me? Let's find out. Nope. Alright. I don't want that guy either. There we go. Alright. Our reload. Cool. Alright. Alright, so I need to get Duncan out of those trenches. Good thing is that she's in AK range, so... Fish. Damn it. RNG is just not in my favor today. I gotta get Gobbet out of there. She still has line of sight on me. Yeah. I need Duncan alive. Alright, so we're gonna move this back here, but he's gonna be flanked if I do that. Alright, can I at least get rid of this guy? Thank you. Alright, cool. Okay. So that'll at least get her out of the trend. That'll at least get her out. I don't want to do that. Area of effect should... Fish, how did you miss a 92% chance? Alright. Let's see, what should I do? Alright, we're just gonna go around. Oh, I just realized that that might not be full cover. That's not great. That's not great. Yep, that's not great. All the action points have been taken out of Gobbet, and I don't have any haste anymore. Oh my god. Shit. Alright. Alright. Where's Kufeng? There she is. Okay. And line of sight is blocked. Fish. Alright. Alright. Yeah. I just wanted to clear up some space, because... Damn it! Alright, Can I take out her... Can I at least stun her? Yeah, she has vampiric regeneration. Ugh. Yeah, this is not great either way. Wow, I am getting absolutely I'm getting absolutely butt pounded by this. Oh my god. Alright. This might be a save and load situation. And I can't do that, because YOLO shot would end up hurting everyone around me. Can I? Oh, I have no choice. Huh. Okay. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, I'm gonna have to save it. I'm gonna have to reload, probably. Yeah, I'm screwed. Alright. Reload. Yeah, it was... So... I just talked to Neville Ma. He didn't give me really anything of interest. Maybe I can... Damn it, I wish I had some silver. I wish I had silver bullets. Yeah, we're just not going to talk to Neville. There's no point. I know exactly why. He's been made a ghoul. That's the TLDR of how he got out of the hospital so fast. Alright, we already did that. And we're gonna go like that. We're just speed running the return to the boss fight. Unlock office door. Okay, cool. We already did all that. And... okay. Alright, Kufeng, blah blah blah. I don't care. No, I couldn't care less. Da da da. Duel at midnight works for me. Blah blah blah. If I win, you'll already be dead. Blah blah blah. There we go. Okay, cool. All right, and we're back. Kufeng and her cohorts appear. I'm ready if you are. She doesn't. Literally, there's no change in any of what just happened. Am I not allowed to? Oh, I'm not. Well, dang. Okay. So, the question is, am I allowed? Oh, I'm allowed to. Very good. Very good, very... like, it's like they knew. It's like they knew. Alright, so... yeah, I'm embracing... oh, I am wrapping my scaly arms around the safe scum. Give it a little affectionate peck on the cheek. Alright, Isabel. Why don't you carpet bomb this area? Where's Kufeng? Where are you, Kufeng? You know what I would like? I would like to be able to spin this around. We're gonna hit 79. There we go. Very good. Okay. Gonna put her behind cover because I need this. I need this grenade launcher. All right. So I get 2 actions. Shoot. Literally. What should I shoot? I mean, obviously I want to shoot her, but, like, what is going to be my biggest bang for my buck? Can I throw a nade in there? Oh, that would be great. 60%. Okay. Bro, what? Oh my god. Gabi ain't gonna do anything for... oh, wait. I have a spirit I can summon. Alright, cool. So let's go Wind Blast Kufeng. Very good. We love to see it. No. Ooh, Static Shock. An area shock attack that also does AP damage. Yes, absolutely. Please and thank you very much. Hell yeah. Based Flower Spirits. Let's see. Where can I go to provide maximum coverage? Yeah, I didn't see the summon spirit option, so, like, yes, absolutely. Spirits are kind of wild in Shadowrun. And, like, especially, like, wind-based spirits. Alright, blocked immune. Alright, double action, so that goes to 2 AP. Alright, Gobbet's getting absolutely pounded. Okay, we need to get her into cover. I'm not going to be able to hit her from any point here, so I might as well do a tactical retreat. Actually, let's get Gobbet into cover first. Or can we? Oh yeah, we can. Okay, cool. Alright. I'm not going to get any vantage point over here. Gonna get her behind full cover. Is this gonna break line of sight on anyone? No, it's not. Cool. Yeah, the problem is that this, where she is right now, it's gonna be very difficult for me to get hits on her. Yeah, see, she's behind full cover. Who is this? Is it just some dude? Well, let's get rid of as many turns as we can off the board. I feel like she's gonna regen them as zombies in a second, but at the very least, it'll turn waste. Alright, cool. Can I moonshot this? If I miss, it's gonna hit the spirit, I think. We'll see. Or nothing. That works too. Nothing is fine, I guess. Alright. The real work is gonna be the spirit just absolutely, like, blasting her from a distance, so... Yeah, here we go. We're just gonna... Very good. Oh, I got 3 actions. Holy... Actually, no, I have 2 more actions. Holy mackerel. Yeah, we're just gonna full-on attack this. Yes! Absolutely! Great! Ku Feng's calm and haughty demeanor dissolves as her eyes grow wild. Wait! Wait! I surrender! Don't kill me! What is a Shara thing to say? Oh, shut your mouth and stand up? What's wrong? Not feeling so powerful? Nah, she wouldn't lord it. She'd just be like, shut your mouth and stand up. Ku Feng pulls herself to her feet. Look, I didn't mean for things to go this far. I don't even know how to fight. I was just trying to scare you into backing down. The truth is, the whole Mistress of the Night thing is just an act. Before I got infected with HMHVV, I was just an accountant. An accountant? She nods. I was on a business trip to Shanwei last year. I went to a rave, got drunk, and passed out. When I woke up, I was in an alley, and someone had done this to me. And so you, what, decided to embrace the whole vampire thing? What choice did I have? I couldn't go back to work, and it was a dead-end job anyways. No upwards mobility, no room for growth. I did anyone would have done. I tried to make the best of it, to capitalize on my new abilities. I'm a vampire now. I can't control that, but I can control how I choose to monetize it. So what was your end game? How did you see this working out? Beats me. It's not like I have a rule book for this or anything. I'm just making it up as I go along. Mood. Who knows? Maybe I could eventually become the vampire queen of Repulse Bay. I don't know. I can empathize. But with Shara. I think a lot of the, yeah, I think a lot of the books are going to be her dealing with characters like this. So it's important for me to figure out how exactly she would respond to this in character. Wait, so this whole thing has just been you, what, improvising? Pretty much, yeah. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just doing my best. Then why did you challenge me to a duel? She looks away in shame. Her voice goes flat. Look, if I'm ever found out, I'll be killed for bounty money. It was either this or get gunned down by a vampire hunter. I think it's better for me to extort them. Because, like, if people know that Ma is, like, being a sugar daddy to a vampire, that's, like, omega bad for his reputation. And if it ever comes out, he would be ruined. So I think it's better for all parties involved for me to blackmail the crap out of this whole situation. Shouldn't your family or coworkers be looking for you? Not if I can help it. You think I want them to see me like this? Oh yeah, I gotta change that. It probably makes no sense now. Welcome to the chat. Not if I can help it. You think I want them to see me like this? As far as my friends and family are concerned, I'm missing. Have been for a few months. They probably think that I'm dead. I'll explain the story of that. So, I'll give a little pause to this whole scenario that's unfolding. So, my name is Zoob, and when I was going to a local tournament, yeah. So So I was going to a tournament in my local region, and it was a long time ago. And I would spell my name Z-O-O-B to make it phonetically easier for everyone. Technically, I spell it as Z-U umlaut, with an umlaut over it, B. And, but I just wanted to make it easier for the TO. And it's either way, either or. Like, I'm not really picky about the spelling. But anyways, I wrote it down, and I have terrible handwriting. Like, you can imagine, right? I have claws, right? Like, I can't hold a pen to save my life very well, well enough. I usually use a typewriter. So I had to handwrite my name into the tournament bracket. And, like, so I wrote it as Z-O-O-B, make it easier for everyone. And the tournament organizer starts yelling, 2006? 2006? Are you ready for your Tekken tournament? I'm like, who the hell is 2006? Because no one's answering this. And I'm like, who on earth? What kind of weird handle is 2006? Like, so, and then everyone starts slowly looking at me, and I'm like, oh, it's me, isn't it? So I show up for the bracket, and they're like, wait, your name's I'm like, no, my name's not. So, like, instead of, I had two options, right? I either had the option of admitting that I have terrible penmanship, which, I mean, mood, or to just double down on it. So what I did was I did the sensible choice, which was to KFC double down on it. So I was like, yo, this is 2006, the year of Joe Budden, the year of Def Jam Records. Yo, we about to mix up this guy on the rack. So I started, like, randomly spitting out a pro wrestling promo while I'm playing, and, like, and I got pretty far in the tournament. So, like, whenever I showed up, I would scream 2006 at the top of my lungs. And afterwards, I let the tournament organizer know that wasn't even close to the name, to my actual, like, tournament handle. And they were so embarrassed. It was hilarious. Like, they're like, oh my god, I can't believe that the entire time I was calling you 2006. And I'm like, oh no, you're going to hold this forever. And later on, we had a local tournament series sponsored by Red Bull. And as one of the tournament organizers in the area, they interviewed me. So they interviewed me. And, like, you can see me in my human form, wearing my human suit. And if you Google Red Bull Conquest Boston, you can see that I put my name as Zoob, aka 2006. So it's forever immortalized as in the Red Bull records as my name also being 2006. So it's been a little in joke in our stream for a while now. So that's why it's written as such when you click the chat box. I should change it though, because now it makes no sense, because I'm right now I'm Humanoid Crocodile. It'll go back to being Zoob the Man in a little bit. I think it was a little bit of a faux pas for me to change my name, but it does make me a little bit more searchable, I hope. So anyways, that's the story of that. Not if I can help it. You think I want them to see me like this? As far as my friends and family are concerned, I'm missing. Have been for months. They probably think I'm dead. Her chest hitches. She looks miserable. I think that's for the best. I mean, how could I explain what I become? Can you imagine how ashamed my family would be to find that I'd become this monster? No. It's better that they think I'm dead. Now I just feel sorry for her. Like, she's literally, like, she was trying to masquerade as Elvira. She doesn't know what the heck she's doing. Like, yeah, I kind of do. I kind of want to just have, like, a party of misfits. Like, we adopted the ghoul. The ghoul's the best husbando. 10 out of 10. So, can we call a truce or something? I can scratch your back. You let me live? She clasps her hands, pleading. What do you say? Yeah, I think I'm gonna double down on the story that it's better for me to just blackmail the shit out of everyone involved. So, 1, my client's happy. 2, I haven't shed... Well, I guess I technically shed blood because I killed a civilian. But that fulfills the terms of the contract. And 3, I can give this leverage over to my client, and he'll be super happy to hear about that. I think we can work something out, conditionally. She nods eagerly. Yes, yes, anything. Just tell me what you need. First off, I want some answers. I'll tell you whatever you want to know. You ask the questions and I'll answer. No lying, I promise. How are you and Neville Maw connected? I bet she's just like, I just had him sugar daddy the crap out of me because I'm fine. I happened to be in the same hospital as he was, trolling for me. I knew he was going to be ghouled. I knew he's a ghoul. I don't like to drink blood from unwilling people, so I go to hospitals at night looking for people who wouldn't mind if I take a sip. Oh, she's kind of cute. All right, I'm glad I didn't zero her. People in comas, patients with terminal illnesses, that kind of thing. Oh, okay, maybe not so cute. I thought she was like going around and going, "Is it okay if I take a sip?" It makes me feel better about what I have to do. You could just buy blood at a blood bank, you know. So I wandered into this room, and I recognized Neville Maw. I'd seen him on the news, seen photos of the accident, or you could just, I don't know. Morally dubious. I guess it would be better if you just find people that are into this sort of thing and just kind of make a coterie. I don't know. It's vampire morality. It's weird. He was in really bad shape. A lot of broken bones and internal injuries. But somehow, he was still conscious. So you offered to help. Emotional damage. There it is. Well, I knew that if I gave uninfected people my blood, they'd be able to heal like I did, just not as fast. Yep, there it is. Ghouled. I figured that out early and by mistake, but it can come in handy from time to time. So when I saw Neville was conscious, I decided to make my grand appearance. I materialized in the room and told him that I'd make him a trade. I'd fix him up, good as new, but he'd owe me some favors for it. I wasn't specific as to how many favors or what kind. Aha. He agreed. Actually, he leapt at the chance to become my pawn. I guess that when you're all broken up like that, you do just about anything to get better. The deal was done, and we got along. Aww. This is kind of strangely Vampire the Masquerade wholesome, in that it's kind of wholesome in a very strange, screwed up kind of way. And we got along. I think he's charming. He thinks I'm funny, and he doesn't care that I'm a vampire. He told me that he gives me nice things because he likes me, and not because he owes me his life. It's all very sweet. Is there a cure? I wish, but no. The only cure is being tossed in a bonfire or having your head cut off. And almost every nation in the world would pay a bounty for a dead vampire. See, once again, blackmail is the correct choice here. It's not that I had much of a choice, you know. Be a vampire or get killed for some quick cash. It's a pretty raw deal for me either way. What's it like to be a vampire? About the same as being a person. The human metahuman vampiric virus is like any other disease, except instead of coughing, I can't go out during the day. It's not all bad, though. I can turn into mist, and I'm a lot stronger than I used to be. I still have to wash my hair and pay for parking. You know what I miss the most? Steamed buns. Yeah, no, Bao is life. I can't eat or drink anything except blood, and I loved street food before I got infected. Sometimes I'll walk by food carts just to smell the things they're frying up. But if I buy something, 10 minutes later and it's all coming back up in a mess. Yeah, being a vampire is the worst. TBH. Alright, I decided. Alright, so... man. I don't want a one-time, but my client also wants Miss Wong to himself as a potential talent. However, that's also gonna ruin the Tritio. I don't know. Okay. She exhales heavily. What's it going to be? You're going to live up to your potential, and I'm going to help you? Aww. Yo, can I add her to the party? That'd be sick. Go into hiding. Don't contact Neville again, or he'll come back for you. Yo, I'm just getting all the misfits. Like, this is me wanting this. Like, Shara would just be like, you're gonna get Neville to fire Penelope Wong. But, like, I want all the misfit characters. You're going to live up to your potential, and I'm going to help you. You are? We are? Me and Duncan, we grew up on the streets. We can't teach you much about how to be a monster, but I can at least tell you what not to do. I know how to adjust to a violent new life. I've been living in that reality since I arrived in Hong Kong. I can help you. This is... I mean, despite the fact that we got off on the bad foot, like... Kufeng kind of bae, not gonna lie. Let's see. I can help you, yeah. Okay, but why would you want to? I don't understand. Because in Hong Kong, connections are power, and I want the Vampire Queen of Repulse Bay to owe me a favor. Because I decided that I mean, that's what I'm going to choose. I like Gufeng. And I can think of worse friends to have at my side than a vampire. Shara would choose this one. Would she? Would she? I'm like developing this character as for those that are not privy. I'm a writer. I write short stories and also novels. And one of my book series that I'm working on is actually this character, which funnily enough, people asked because she moonlighted in a campaign we were doing. So I'm playing this character as the EMC for this Shadowrun series I'm doing. Because I decided I like you and I can think of worse friends to have at my side than a vamp. They're going to protest if I do that. So, brutal justification. I mean, we're going to go with this one because I'm pretty sure everyone is. A brilliant smile breaks out across her face. Well, in that case, I accept, gratefully. What about Dr. Shenyang? What are we supposed to tell him? He wants Penelope Wong. What do you say, Kufeng? You think you can get Neville and let her go? In a heartbeat. Neville can't say no to me. He'll do it, no question. All right. Excellent. Let this be the first of many favors that you pay me. Good. Catch you later, vampire. In that case, it's settled. We'll be in touch. She bows, smiling. It is settled, then. May this be the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship. Alright. We defeated a vampire and made a friend. Strangely wholesome, considering I'm supposed to be an eldritch terror from beyond the stars, who wears a cyberpunk shirt for some reason. Well, you know, sometimes, what is that thing about omelets and eggs? I don't know, I'm kind of hungry. The elevator panel awaits your selection. Take the elevator to the... let's go to the mezzanine. I think we've done what we needed to do. Same, to be honest. Honestly, I had an egg sandwich. You're about to leave this location and return to Huey. Continue. Is there anything else I want to do? We're gonna talk to Wu. We're gonna talk to Ma, and be like, "Yo, by the way, your girlfriend, we know. BT Dubs. I wonder if I have an option to be like, yo, by the way, we know about your girlfriend." Neville Ma is dressed in an immaculate suit, surveying his party from the edge of the balcony. As you approach, he inclines his head respectfully. Good evening, miss. I'm sorry. I don't believe we've been formally introduced. He straightens his wristwatch. I'm Neville Ma, owner of Yellow Spring Studios. Let's see. Shara is super antisocial, so I should probably... I know we chose this one, because I was kind of doing what I would do in this situation, but, what would she say in this case? Miss Argent, quite an affair you have here. I do my best. He gestures at the array of beautiful people mingling on the dance floor. Appearances are important in Hong Kong. If you look weak, that's how you'll be treated. Make a show of prosperity, and it will follow. I'm sure everyone is glad to see your accident hasn't hindered you. Apparently, anyone who puts that much stock in appearance is an idiot. That's like, Shara and me would both pick this one. However, I don't know how that will go, so we're not going to choose that one. I've heard fevers that are worth their weight in gold here. Is that true? Oh, yeah. Let's do that one. That's definitely going to be blackmail. Absolutely. Even if I were to lose everything tomorrow, I'd still be rich in influence. If you cannot trade on your name and reputation, you are truly lost. Destitute, if you will. I bet you'd be. I heard about your accident. How did it happen? He sighs. It seems as though that's all anyone wants to hear about these days. To be honest, I'm getting rather tired of repeating the story. Suffice to say, a delivery truck, a drone, experienced a glitch and ran a red light. If it hadn't hit me, it would have hit someone else. Sounds like someone's got it in for you. Know anyone who could have set this up? Not really. Apparently the latest software update to the truck had gotten corrupted, but that was all they found. It was shocking to discover that the delivery company missed the glitch. Sounds like someone intentionally missed the glitch, but you know. But I suppose that's certainly a mistake anyone could have made, and certainly not enough to point to any one person, or any one Shadowrunner, perhaps. I heard you made a new friend while you were in the hospital. Yes, Miss Feng. She's quite an admirer of promises and moonlight. She kept my spirits up as I was recovering from the accident. What line of work is she in? She's independently wealthy. That's a way of saying I don't know. I believe she was an early investor in Eastern Tiger during their expansion several years ago. She's definitely investing in something. You were discharged from the hospital pretty quickly after your accident. Your treatments must have been expensive. Not especially. Guangzhou's hospitals are top tier. Confidentially, my rapid recovery mostly came down to luck. The accident could have been a lot worse than it was. I owe Eurocar a lot of thanks for their safety features. Thanks for talking with me, Mr. Ma. My pleasure. Please, enjoy the party. Yeah, independently wealthy in air quotes. That means that he's been duped and bamboozled. That's definitely going to be true in a little bit if he keeps garnishing her with lavish gifts. All right. I know we didn't go in here, but like I don't think we need to. All right, confirm. All right. And all we had to do was kill one civilian. I'd say it's been a pretty successful day. The clink of glasses and sound of Neville Ma's party fades into the distance as you leave the Repulse Bay. As the MTR carries you towards Hoi, the mountains of Hong Kong Island roll by as looming masses, obscured by rain and storm clouds. Penelope Wong has been fired from Promises in Moonlight, and Ma will be at a serious disadvantage without her. The whims of Trid viewers shift as readily as the tide, and without the starlet's presence, Promises in Moonlight will undoubtedly lose ratings. What's more, you've managed to turn a powerful foe into a potential ally. Only time will tell how Ku Feng will repay you, however. I mean, she owes me her life quite literally. And it seems like she lacks the resources, aside from her sugar daddy, to do anything about it. So, like, what is she going to do? Is she going to try to kill me? If she does, I'll just blab that... I'll just blab about her sugar daddy having a vampire mistress. Like... Words to the wise. There is no place that you can hit a person harder than in their wallet. So, I'm sure that is some ancient folklore saying. Shenyang is busily puffing away at a foul-smelling cigar, his comlink in one hand. His eyes flash with anticipatory glee as he sees you. Oh, I gotta do the nose pinch thing.
Dr. Shenyang greets you, name of all producers. How did the shindig go?
Well, I got the information. Did you... Ooh, I'm gonna give him the blackmail. Did you know that Neville had a vampire ally? You explain the night's events from start to finish. As you speak, Shenyang's face grows ever more incredulous, until finally his mouth is left hanging halfway open. He slowly places the cigar in a nearby ashtray and shakes his head in disbelief.
Vampires in the trade industry? A vampire queen, no less? What a nightmare. At least you got me Wong, and poor Neville's show is dead. That's something. Alright, kid. I'll send you payment to your Matrix drop. You earned it.
Damn right I did. Dr. Shenyang is about to speak, but his comlink begins to buzz. Irritated, he answers it and switches it to speaker mode.
Yeah, who is it? What do you want?
Might be.
Hello, Shenyang.
Oh, yeah. Hello, Shenyang. I just wanted to let you know that I've released Penelope Wong from her contract. If you're still interested in her, she's all yours. Also, I hope your business is doing all right. I heard you had some problems with cash flow. If you need a loan, I'd be happy to help. Oh, that's true. I might have... Ah, sugar. I should have saved... Ah! Dr. Shenyang eyes the image of Neville Ma with deep suspicion.
You don't sound too mad, Nev. What's the catch here, anyway? You must have had the next best thing lined up already.
Okay, good. Man, because if anything happens to Kufang, I'm going to be sad. Oh, Doctor, there's no need for that. Do you want to know why I keep winning our little contests and you're always playing catch-up? It's because you think people like Miss Wong actually matter. They don't. Wow, what an asshole. I'm glad we screwed him. Stars are crafted. Molded out of talent, yes, but ultimately constructed. With enough time and effort, anyone can be made into a star. It's just a matter of manipulating public perception. Unrelated, you should definitely check my delicious option with HelloFresh. If you will get 60% off if you click my special link. If you type in !HelloFresh.
Maybe so, but I gotta now. And your show's dead in the water without the star. What do you think of that, eh?
I think I'm going to do what any good soap opera producer would do. Write her character out with a tragic death and bring on someone new. You labor under the misapprehension that viewers have loyalty. They don't. They only have appetite. As long as you chase stars like Wong, you will lose. Don't be afraid to think bigger, Doctor. Reach for the drama, not the dramaticists. With that, Neville Ma hangs up on Dr. Shenyang. For the next 30 seconds, Dr. Shenyang releases a stream of violently imaginative invectives at his phone. Even Strangler Bao looks taken aback at the ferocity of Shenyang's anger with the inventiveness of the sexual positions that he describes. Finally, he takes a deep breath and composes himself.
That dirty little weasel! Insulting my creativity like that! The nerve! Go on, kid. We're done here. Thanks for all your help, but I gotta get going. I gotta talk to a guy about a bunch of snakes. About buying a bunch of snakes.
Oh my god. Alright, gotta talk to Kindly. No time for runners now. I have other business to attend to. Alright, fair enough. Alright, let's go debrief at the barge. One of those guys are still playing Mahjong. I'm looking at these guys. It's probably going to be the same conversation, to be honest. Alright, let's go click the button that progresses the day. I occasionally play Mahjong Soul. There's a browser-based Rishi Mahjong website called Mahjong Soul. It's a free account. You can go make a free account, and you can matchmake with a bunch of people to play Rishi Mahjong. Good time. I also might be old as F, and that's probably why I find it a little enticing on occasion, but yeah, no problem. You wake with a start. Once again, you're tangled in your sheets, drenched in sweat. Your throat feels like it's on fire. You can't remember what your dreams were about. Not precisely. But again, you feel that yearning sensation, the emptiness in your gut and in your chest. Your head throbbing, you heave yourself out of bed. Alright, what are we doing? Get to talk to... True, yeah. Oh, I gotta get my... Right, I gotta get my dosh. You right. You right, I have to click job complete. Yeah, there's a universality of playing classic games online. And I have karma, you right. You're... Alright, so let's go open the jobs directory. Claim payment for... You submit the job as finished and await the response. A few moments later, a message pops onto the screen. Oh god, I gotta do the nasal voice again.
Good work out there, kid. Here's the money I promised you.
Dr. Shen Yang. Alright. Upgrade some... Oh no, that's just status. That's the equipment and all that. You were talking about the up arrow, yeah. No. How much karma does she have? I don't have any karma for her right now. Does she have any? Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. Hold on now. Augment weapon mini launcher. What does that mean? I'm gonna choose that. Yes. I'm trying to avoid actually, like, decking into the Matrix. Unless I absolutely have to. But then again, I might be forced to. Espionage, augment ability, mark target. Gain ability stat. Yeah, I want that, absolutely. Bruh, I'm negligent, okay? Look, you think I level up my RPG characters? Which reminds me, I have 60 IP to spend for next week. You have way too much faith in me. Let's see. Territory... let's see. Range combat, no. Let's get more spiritual control. That's where bread and butter is. Her Tech 9 is not going to do... Like, if I wanted to focus on raw will firepower, I'm just going to do that with gun show. Alright, so... Gain rat totem. Destroy spirit. Gobbet's rat totem invocation does 99 damage to any hostile spirit? Yo, what's the other one, though? Gobbet's rat totem invocation can steal control of spirits that have been summoned. Ooh. Do I want to obliterate spirits, or do I want to control them? Note that only one spirit can be under control until rank 5 spirit control, where it increases to 2. That's still very powerful. Now, the question I have is that, does this have AoE? Because if it has an AoE explosion, then this is the objectively better choice. But controlling spirits, you have to sync AP. Yeah, you have to sync AP, and it's a percentage chance that they'll go wild. However, if you control spirits, this is running, I think, off 4E rules. Don't quote me on that. I think it's 4E because. So that means that they can't actually use AP to regain control of either a wild... Well, they can try to recontrol a wild spirit, but they can't control a spirit that's being controlled by another person, unless they have a specific skill set, if I remember. However, they did streamline it, if I remember correctly, in 4E. That's like the one thing that went from that was a little bit more simplified from 3E to 4E. This is off Lizard Brain, so bear with me. I'm trying to remember like versions from like 15 years ago. I do believe that they added that little adage in 4E. And if this game runs on 4E, then this is very powerful, the Spiritualist ability. I'm going to work on that under that assumption, and we're going to choose Spiritualist. Oh, crowd control. Is this the AP damage one? Yes, it is. Gains a rifle ability that does 2 AP damage and imbalances targets. Oh, yes, absolutely. This is way more powerful. Lethal force, mercy kill. Oh, this is the... Okay. Duncan's subdue ability has its cooldown reduced, but I think this is hand-to-hand only. And if I play this character correctly, I don't want to be involved in hand-to-hand unless I build for that, which I frankly don't want to do. So we're going to get this and this. Confirm all. Alright. Gaishu? Gaishu have anything? Okay, cool. Gaishu gains a defensive ability that adds +2 armor and +1 dodge. That's pretty good. Costs AP though. It's not a passive. What's the other one? Gaishu gains a claw ability, Rip. Does an additional 2 damage and 2 bleeding damage for 2 rounds, but it costs 1 AP. Yeah, I think this one's the better choice. Red Samurai. Oh, gains a ranged ability. That's good for versatility. A quick shuriken toss. Damage, 12 HP, 1 HP. 1 AP. Max range is 10. Cooldown is 2. Okay. Gaishu gains a ranged ability. Spitting infected saliva onto the target's face. Ignores all armor. Damage 8 with an additional 4 damage. This is just empirically better, isn't it? This is more damage up front. And yeah, this just does more damage up front, but this is more damage over time. Which I think this is better. I think Ghoul is better. And the difference is like it's negligible. Yeah, this does more damage overall. Confirm. There we go. Alright. I think that's it. Now that I've actually updated my characters. Let's go see what Auntie Cheng has for us today. By today, I mean later on today, I guess. View all pending jobs. I have no pending jobs. Alright, let's go check my email. Alright, restaurant job. Urgent task in geomantic sabotage. Geomancers. Okay, so that's probably like messing with feng shui. Urgent task. That's generic. Little birds have been whispering in my ear about an urgent and high-paying run. Steel Arm Lu, a red pole, managed to get his hands on information concerning a prototype laser weapon in development by Ares Asia Holdings. Oh, lord. Okay, so this is the Arasaka of this world. So that's going to be heavy resistance. For years, the Yellow Lotus and Red Dragon have been locked in a cold war. Despite this, we remain evenly matched. Neither one of us can attack the other without being exposed to devastating reprisals. Lu wants to change this, and he has a plan. Rather than strike directly, Lu intends to aim external forces at the Red Dragon, specifically Knight Errant. Ooh. That's a independent contractor police force, BT dubs, for those that don't know. He intends to frame a white paper fan named Golden Fong, making it appear that the Red Dragon had been bribing Ares researchers for classified data. 2 leading drone and energy weapon researchers have recently transferred from London to Hong Kong and are running the project. Doctors Taylor and Hardingham were well respected in Europe, but in Hong Kong they remain unknown quantities. They are untrusted, and therefore are considered untrustworthy. Perfect targets, in other words. We will provide data that makes it look as if the researchers were contacted by Golden Fong and made quite a bit of money, but grew tired of the arrangement. Transfer the attached files to a data chip. The files are bundled with a worm program that will auto-execute when inserted into the appropriate systems. You need not bring a decker, though one may be helpful. Need not bring a decker, huh? Okay. You will need to plant data in the visitor record system, the camera systems in Hardingham and Taylor's lab. Financial data is to be transferred to Dr. Taylor's personal terminal. That in and of itself will not be enough to ensure knight-errant involvement, however. Planting the data will only be the first part of your task. This is where a heavier touch will be required. You will also need to steal a prototype laser weapon. There is a GPS tracking device attached to it, which Lou will plant deep in Red Dragon territory. The apparent theft of a prototype weapon by a disgruntled Triad member should convince Ares to dispatch overwhelming force against the Red Dragon, dealing them a vicious blow. As note, Lou does not care what becomes of the laser weapon. Ooh, I could just grab it. Okay. If you wish to sell it or keep it, feel free. I have attached a map of your extraction route from the building. During the facility's expansion in 2052, Ares Asia was forced to extend their foundations deeper into the island. They drove piles through the former site of the central MTR station, which partially collapsed due to the Dailu Bay earthquake of 2044. Practically, this means that you can exit through the basement, directly into the new MTR line through Central. With any luck, you can be gone without anyone knowing how. But I am expecting heavy reinforcements because Ares is a security firm, and on top of that, they're working with a private police force. So this could go from 0 to shit really fast. Unfortunately, this route is heavily armed. Of course it is. Alarmed. So you will be forced to go in through the front door. If you can con the front desk, you should have no problems. The facility is both an office and a residence, so strange people coming and going at odd hours is not unusual. If you are not up to fast talk, however, be prepared to shoot your way in. Thank goodness I invested in freaking charisma. Lou does not care if you are loud or quiet, but a word of caution. He came by all this information via the loose lips of one of the research team. Other fixers know of this job. Move fast, and you are guaranteed success. But there are definitely other Shadowrunners with an eye on your prize. Great. So I'm definitely going to have to deal with some Shadowrunner teams at the very least. Take the run, I suppose. Very well. Steel Arm Lou sends his regards and bids you good fortune and plentiful ammunition. The dramatic git. Don't die, Ojos de Muerte. Our arrangement has been very profitable so far, and I would hate to lose that. Oh boy. I do want to see what the other jobs are, though. Because that one looks like I'm going to have to do a lot of prep for it. Restaurant job. One of the things I've learned over the years is that even the rich and powerful have annoyances. Thorns in the side, if you will. No one is without troubles. The rich have just have different ways of solving them. The client for this run has grown tired of one particular thorn in his side. Cheng Sing Rooster Lo. Lo is a red pole for one of the smaller triads here in Hong Kong, the 289s, or the Easy Money Gang, if you prefer. Despite the 289's small stature, Lo's illegal activities have managed to damage the client's profits. Mr. Johnson would like you to help him show Lo the error of his ways. I think this is going to be... I'm going to take this one first, because the other one looks like a shitload of preparation. Lo takes an evening every few months to dine at the Shangri-La restaurant in Aberdeen. If you aren't aware, the Shangri-La is an elite establishment serving primarily corporate clientele from Wuxing Incorporated. Because of this, it is not unusual for diners to bring bodyguards or assistants with them. In Lowe's case, he brings a particularly brutish enforcer known as the Talon, and undoubtedly feels well protected. You are going to prove just how wrong he is in this regard. Oh, are we going loud on this? Okay. You are to kidnap Rooster Lowe. So long as he is alive and in relatively good health, all options are on the table. While keeping the run quiet would make things easier for Mr. Johnson, no one would shed too many tears over a few dead triad thugs. The client has arranged an exit via boat. So long as you can get Lowe from the interior to the restaurant's dock, the client will handle everything else. Despite being a red pole, Lowe is a tactician, not a fighter. Don't expect him to put up much of a fight. The Talon, on the other hand, is as nasty as they come. Be careful about how you confront them, or things may go very badly. Yeah, I'm taking that one. We're taking that one, and we're going to figure out how to deal with the Talon. I let the client know you've accepted the job. By the time you arrive at the Shangri-La, the boat to get you out will be waiting. Yeah, we're going to do that one first. Yeah, also, like... shoot. Excuse me. I was getting a little sniffly there. Thanks, allergies. Yeah, so Dragonfall... Yeah, Dragonfall is kind of crazy with its spirits. Also, that endgame for Dragonfall is, like, bananas. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it is an undertaking if you don't do the right things. Board train. Let's see. Yep, we're going to go kidnap Rooster Lowe first. Alright, so... Core crew, or... Let's see, what do I have? There's literally no one here. Yeah, we're just gonna... We're gonna save money. Shoot. Isabel is good. I'm gonna substitute, shoot. I'm thinking if I should, substitute, Duncan for Gobbet. Because Gobbet is... If we... That spirit play was clutch, during the Ku Feng fight. But I don't know if there's going to be any spirits to summon. In Gaishu, I like Gaishu, but I don't know how useful he's going to be. Then again, a restaurant could be CQC. He could draw aggro that way. So it's hard. It's hard. This is a difficult decision. On the one hand, it would be nice to have a tank. On the other hand, it would be really good to have spirits. And I do want to have Isabel in the party because of AoE, because of that grenade launcher is really freaking clutch. But at the same time, I do want to have AP subtraction from that new riot control power I just gave Duncan. Decisions. And Gobbet can't take a punch. Do I rock like this? We'll try it. Worst case scenario, I have an autosave, so here we go. A tangle of marine decorum, restless lights, and ambrosial scents mingle atop the floating quay to accentuate the Shangri-La. Aberdeen's harbor premier dining location. With competitive views of the surrounding bay, The restaurant attracts a steady crowd of tourists and Wujing personnel. The primary moneyman for the 289's, Chung Shen Rooster Low, is enjoying a rare meal outside of Triad-held territory. Intel says he's set up in one of the restaurant's private dining rooms, but he's not alone. Rooster keeps a personal bodyguard, a notorious orc called the Talon, in addition to his regular security detail. You've seen photos of the Talon's handiwork. Bodies so battered it's hard to tell where one bruise ends and the next begins. Your mission: locate Rooster, extract him from the Shangri-La, and deliver him to your client alive. Simple, fast, low profile. Of course, even the simplest of runs can go sideways. And as a DM for Shadowrun, I can absolutely confirm that I need to add a lurk command, BT dubs. But I do see you lurking. I appreciate you hanging out with us and enjoying some quality time in the shadows. Confirm. Oh. Fish. Did it auto-save over the auto? Yeah, it did. Alright. Welp. Should have thought of that. Alright, so we're gonna need to get better at gun. We're gonna add some quickness for evasiveness. I don't think I can use anything else. Strength. I could add some body. I cannot add some body. Unlocks additional cyberware such as a hand razor cyber weapon. Is there any cyberware that I would use right now? Intelligence. Gets... okay, that's decking. Hit by enemy programs in the Matrix. Useless for this build. Don't use key in this build. I am pure Street Sam. So, is there anything? I'm just gonna hold on to my karma. All right. So yes, CQC definitely accurate in this one. We're looking at mid to close range. Security guard. Stepping into the interior hallway of the Shangri-La, you're confronted by a massive wall of troll. The restaurant's front door security. He speaks with surprising elocution. Welcome to the Shangri-La. We strive to provide our patrons with an exquisite dining experience. If you have any questions or require special accommodations, don't hesitate to speak with our staff. Small crowd, where are all your diners? Most of our weekday business is confined to the private rooms upstairs, corporate affairs and such. He looks you up and down, frowns. Please keep in mind that any disturbances will be promptly de-escalated by our security. We reserve the right to bar service to unruly patrons. Thank you, and enjoy your meal. Aren't you nice? I'm just going to say thanks, because I don't want to point... but if I do point out the holes in the security, perhaps I could get a little bit more enlightenment, be enlightened a little bit more. Get more enlightenment, Jesus. Be enlightened a little bit more about what's waiting in the wings. What security? I don't see any guards around. He's going to be like, yeah, exactly. We're really good. Notice your security is a bit light tonight. You sure you have enough guards to deal with bigger disturbances? With a puff of his chest and a shake of his shoulders, the troll assumes a more aggressive posture. His face remains a mask of neutrality, despite the obvious irritation in his voice. Wujing prides itself on having world-class security personnel. You do well to remember that the best kind of security is often hidden from sight. Yeah, I knew he was going to say something like that. Yeah. This guy knows what he's talking about. Who is this lady? Oh, she's a waitress. Alright, let's pick their brain. A waitress, swamped with orders, is caught unaware by your approach. Oh! Welcome to the Shangri-La, ma'am. Our hostess will seat you as soon as she gets back. You're welcome to wait in the lounge. Alright, thanks. And then I just leave. Welcome, but not required. Let's see. What's that? Order computer. What do we got? Can I order something? An open program tracking food orders in their respective table. Wait a second. Can I poison the bouncer's food and potentially knock him out? Oh, that'd be kind of sick if I could do that. Check orders. A list containing dozens of orders pop up. Only a handful are for the upper floor's private dining rooms. One note in a second floor order stands out. Floor 2, private room 3. At least it lets me know where they are, so there we go. VIP party of 5. Standard seafood buffet, 1. Wine sampler, 3. Crab rangoon, 6. Shangri-La prawns, 2. Surf and turf, 1. Note, no prawns. Avoid cross-contamination with shellfish. Diner is allergic. Mood. I can't say that I like much shellfish, but, like, I'm also, like, shellfish intolerant, so mood. AccuServe from Renraku, Shangri-La restaurant. Okay, let's see. Enter a new order. Oh, wait. Can I add shellfish to the Mark's order and then make him, like, violently ill? And then I can just pick him up in the chaos? That would be kind of cool. A menu pops up with options to view or place orders. Following the menu is a dining room chart that's been broken down into server zones. A large comp button in the upper right corner has a lock icon over it. Seems people were being too liberal with the free drinks. Unfortunately, it looks like you need a server's code to place an order. Interesting. Manager's notice. Nothing but your typical wage slave's directives in here. There are a few mentions of curtailing recreational activities in storage rooms. Oh my god, what kind of place is this? And on outer decks. One can only infer the meaning of said activities. Farther down, a note in red expressly warns that the special guest on floor 2 should be served by approved waitstaff only, and if the guest's orders are botched again, there will be significant and widespread consequences for all servers involved. Interesting. Server's notes. Inside this file is a series of notes on guests and the restaurant's operations. I also love the fact that they didn't bother to password protect something that is integral to the business that they're doing here. And so, like, any yokel off the street, cough, cough, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, can just walk up to the ordering terminal and just do whatever I want with it. You scroll through today's notes. Several servers have written about their concerns regarding tonight's lack of security, and a couple are frustrated with the curious guests wandering up to the second floor's private dining rooms. The rest is useless information. Okay, so there's a lack of... So if I went... I don't want to go loud. As you've seen what happens when you go loud in previous streams, we're going to avoid that at all costs. Alright, what do we got? Who's Henry? A well-dressed man sits alone at the bar, elbows propped atop the counter. His face is hard, eyes blank. He swirls the contents of his half-empty glass as if in a stupor. Between the swollen eyes and whiskey double, it isn't hard to guess his mood. As you approach, he rubs his temples and graces you with a lazy sideways glance, mumbles under his breath. Yeah, not like I can dig myself any deeper. Rough day? Huh? He looks at you again through dull, bloodshot eyes, but his gaze drifts elsewhere before returning to his drink. Lost 2 contracts, missed a 3rd, late for a meeting, and publicly shamed by my coworker, all during the 9 to 5. New record as far as I can tell. He takes a long pull from his glass, exhales. At least I got that going for me. coworker sounds like an asshole. How did you get shamed? Negligence. My coworker took 2 of my contacts while they were in renewal. I'd overlooked them for a day or 2. Damn, it was just a couple of days. He sighs and begins to sway. Whether it's involuntary or to calm himself is uncertain, but his chair creaks loudly in protest. Anyways, he took my clients and made a fool out of me. Been rubbing it in ever since. How'd you lose your contracts? Wish I knew. One of them was almost a done deal, but for some reason the clients suddenly changed their tune, and the contract slipped away before I could officially close it. The other 2 contracts were for ongoing clients, people I'd worked with for years, but I somehow forgot about their annual renewal date, and a more diligent coworker picked them up. I got no credit for the long-term partnership with those clients. If anything, I now look worse for losing them, even though I brought them into Wuxing in the first place. He leans back and lets out a weary groan. His breath reeks of alcohol. Sounds like there's too many coincidences to me. Think someone's working against you? You kidding me? Everyone's at each other's throats in this business. He downs the rest of his drink, signals to the bartender. In a single movement, the bartender leaves over and refills the glass. I'm serious, Henry. He mumbles into his drink. So am I. Think about it. Anyone at work been extra hard-pressed or is unusually lucky? He considers this. The newcomer, David. Henry nods his head towards a group at the end of the bar. An elf at its... Of course, the elf is using charm. Him. He came out of nowhere and has become a rock star with upper management. He's been making connections and deals at like a Wuxing veteran. Like me. That's odd. You're telling me. You want to know what I think? He leans towards you, glassy eyes looking through you to who knows where. The scent of booze wafts off him. I think he's got family connections. People in high places, and he's been using them to his advantage. He backs off and shrugs, rocking precariously on his chair. I don't know. It's just a thought. You might be onto something. Henry grunts and stares into his glass. No, just wishful thinking. Well, I'm gonna find out. Yeah, I'm gonna try to... Maybe I can embezzle this guy, make him do something he doesn't want to do. David is all smiles. He's just finished a joke to the uproarious laughter of his party. Hello, friend. Trying to get in on this joviality? You're welcome to join us for the next round. His words bleed into each other. This isn't his first drink. What are we celebrating? My recent success. Through some hard work and a little businessly persuasion, he winks at you knowingly, I sealed 2 contracts and a third is on its way. Hey, congratulations. Next round's on me. Yeah, let's get him drunk. Let's see what he's about. David beams. Here's a real friend. Come, let's drink. He slams back a shot and hoots with satisfaction. Much appreciated. Thank you, my good woman. Tell me about this recent success of yours. A fresh flush fills David's cheeks. He wobbles on the spot and grins at you. Wasn't too hard, to be told. Truth be told, someone did most of the work for me. You see that poor sot down there? He gestures to Henry. We just upgraded our security at work. A few nights ago, that fool left behind a note containing his new password. Oh, shit. I wrote it down and had some fun. Sent nasty messages to his clients, removed a couple of appointments from his schedule. David tosses his hands into the air, spilling his drink, and boom! I'm Employee of the Month. All I had to do was some damage control, but that man's clients? They're now mine. Nice. I'm gonna pamper his ass to see if I can get more blackmail. Nicely done. Very clever, my friend. His cocky smile stretches across his all-too-proud face. I thought so, too. Thanks again for the drink, friend. You have yourself a good night.
Hey, ojos de muerte. These guys are right on the edge. Both blasted. One pissed off, the other, well, an asshole. One word and these guys will be thrown down. If that happens loud enough, security is bound to respond. Just a thought.
I was thinking the same thing too, my dude. Alright, let's get Henry riled up. Hell yeah. Making it an easy night for me. Henry gazes into the tall drink in front of him. You came back. Listen, that David prick you mentioned? Turns out he broke into your work terminal and sent your clients some nasty messages in your name. Then he swooped in and stole them. Spark of sobriety washes over Henry. The dullness in his eyes drains away and he sits up alarmed. That explains why no one will return my messages. With a grunt, he smashes his fist onto the counter. He turns towards David and mutters through clenched teeth, He wants to play dirty? I can handle it. I can handle him. He jumps up and marches towards David. Hell yeah, alright. We got us a bar fight. Henry and David stand inches from each other, both men wearing the fiercest expressions they can muster. Their hatred is almost palpable. How their confrontation will play out is unclear, but one thing is certain. You have a great seat. Henry stabs a finger into David's chest and speaks in a loud hiss. You stole my business and I know it. You may have picked this fight, but I'm gonna win it. Fair and fucking square. Show you how those with integrity operate, you cheat. David's mouth eases into a contented smirk. You want to lose face twice in one day? I'm happy to oblige, but not in here. I'll be damned if the Shangri-La bans me for thrashing a worthless crap stain like you on their property. Let's finish this outside. Now. Fine. But I don't think that gives you any sort of don't think this will give you any sort of advantage. It only means I won't have to hold back. Let's go. Sweet. All right. Let's go check to see what this is about. Wait for target. The gnarled bar stool offers little in the way of comfort. A quick look around reveals the disparity between the restaurant proper and the bar, the latter of which appears neglected in comparison to the pristine dining room. Old, dry drink rags dapple the counter's uneven surface, and angry scratches run down its length. But you've got time to kill before Rooster arrives, and this is as good of a spot as any to wait. Alright, so Shara doesn't drink, so have a seat and wait. The minutes tick by. Rooster should be here any time now. And we're going to have chaos in the back. An alarmed waiter in a tousled uniform stumbles into the kitchen. Chef! We have a problem. A big problem. Cut the drama, Quark Mage. We're working here. There's a fight on the outer deck. It's so loud even the VIP diner heard it. The chef freezes. From up on floor 2? You're shitting me. Who put you up to this? He furiously slams a wad of dough onto the table. You know I hate jokes. No, chef, I'm serious. The fight's gotten so out of hand that our VIP sent his own people to deal with it. Something about assessing the risk to himself. I don't know. He was so pissed that he threw me out of the room. Either way, it doesn't look good for us. This could damage the Shangri-La's reputation. The chef presses flour-covered fingers onto his temples. Damn it! We need to get a handle on this. Has security been informed? He stares at the waiter. Well? The frazzled waiter's back stiffens in response. Oh, yes, sir. But we're so understaffed today that they're struggling to contain it. The chef continues to stare at the waiter. After a moment, he sighs. If we lose our jobs because of this, I'm moving to Vegas. Here we go. Who are those folks? What was that? Oh, okay. Alright. Private security detail, I guess. Alright, so let's go see. Is there anyone here that would be good to talk to? Wait, did this guy just come back? Or is that a different guy? That looks like a different guy. Alright, hold on. Security guard. Alright, where should I go next? A guard steps forward and raises his hand. Sorry, ma'am. This area is off limits. What's the problem? Security's got the area closed down to contain a situation on the docks. No gawking allowed. This is the Wuxing employee patio, reserved for Wuxing customers and their guests. General public's not admitted. He widens his stance to emphasize his authority. Why don't you head back to your table? There's ample seating in the main dining room. What if I ask nicely? Will you let me through then? A corner of the guard's mouth cracks into a weak smile. Sorry, but not even the mighty please and thank you will help you here. Alright, well, can't bribe him. Okie dokie. Where are we going next? Ah, okay. Well, up to the second floor. Now that the security detail's gone. If it lets me? Question mark? Hello? There we go. Maybe? There we go. Not sure what happened there, but... Alright, so... Second floor, third room. That should be this guy, right? Question mark? Inside the private dining room, you're immediately greeted by the piercing stare of two massive dragon statues. The flickering lights are just bright enough to illuminate their bronze bodies, the effect an eerie illusion of slithering scales. Across the room stands your target, Cheng Xing Rooster Low, hands trembling at his sides. A single anxious guard stands near the door. Something has them on edge. The talon is missing. Hell yeah, he is. Sweat drips down Rooster's gaunt face. His eyes dart back and forth across the room, trying to size you up, assess the situation. Without support, he appears nothing more than a trapped rooster who, without his talons, is defenseless. In an effort to invoke a sense of authority, he raises his voice. Who are you? What do you want? I've come to deliver you to my client, Mr. Lowe. Don't worry. They specified that you are not to be harmed. Zhou, where's the Talon? Where's the rest of my security? A second passes while his eyes scour the room, looking for someone, anyone, to come to his aid. Never you mind. Just get this street tramp out of here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You don't want that. It's my job to scrag thugs like you. You really want to fight me? No Talon, no backup, all alone. You must really like your boss. He glances at Rooster. Not exactly, no. He begins to slowly back towards the door. Fact, you can have him. Good boy. Damn, I did this without firing a shot? Hell yeah. Alright. All to myself. No! Wait! Spare my life, I beg you! Please! Drops of spit spatter from his mouth, his desperation obvious. Things could have been worse, Rooster. My client could have wanted you dead. Be thankful. Stop that, I'm here to take you alive. Don't make me change my mind. Why are we letting this idiot live again? Client's orders, Duncan. His mouth twists downward in disgust. What a waste of our time. A bullet in his head and we could have marched out of here easy. Unless this guy knows another way out, we're not going anywhere with him raving at our side. So, how about it? Where's the door you used to discreetly make your way in here? Rooster's teeth are clattering inside his head. His frame shakes uncontrollably. The realization that he's at your mercy, with no one left to defend him, is settling in. Well, Mr. Lowe, mind pointing us to the exit? Rooster stammers incoherently for a moment, but his words soon catch up with him. It's just outside of this room, to the right, But it's locked. And you have the key, don't you? He blinks, confused, his shocked mind slowly processing your implication. Yes! Yes, I do. He reaches into his coat pocket and withdraws a small key. I'll take that. Thank you. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Smooth operator get. Well, all without firing a shot. Being nice and light on the new yen. Your comlink clicks. A burst of static, then the sound clears to reveal a soft voice. Ojos de Muerte, is this your channel? Sure. Who is asking? Name's Pei Lon. I'm your getaway driver. We have details to discuss, but let's keep this brief. Time's ticking. Another burst of static, and Pei Lon continues. I'm at the loading dock across the bridge from the restaurant's main entrance. Big old schooner. Can't miss me. But neither will the HKPF, who I've just learned are on their way here in response to a security call. This ought to be fun. One last thing. I may be the driver, but this ain't my rig. Door's locked and I don't know the code. You may have to break in. What? Oh my god. Good luck and get moving. A click and your comlink fills with static. Pei Lon is gone. What kind of Mickey Mouse operation? Oh my god. Why would you... A pair of triad gangers block your path. Men! Help me! The words start pouring out of Rooster's mouth so quickly that they blur together. You free me, get me away from here, and I'll guarantee you'll be rewarded. Nuyen, favors, power, whatever you want. The two guards exchange a look, and then turn back to Rooster, smiling. Actually, we're liking our position right now. You, begging at her feet. The idea that maybe, once you're gone, we can move up the chain. You know, Rocco here is plenty qualified to take your seat. In fact, we might as well make sure you don't make it out of here alive. Rooster looks up at them, irate. His fury fizzles upon spotting the thugs of various and ample gutlery. No! Why, I can make you rich, Easy out there. Easy there. Let's not make a scene. We go our way, you go yours. The gangster, I keep mixing the stuff. The gangster looks you over. No ink, no suits. You one of them runners? Shit, a runner? Don't let her take off with Rooster. He reaches for his weapon. Get him! Well, so much for trying to do this bloodless. Alright. Well, I guess. Guess we're gonna have to pop some caps. Alright, what do we got? 35, 35, 35. We gotta kill these guys real quick, otherwise the HKPF is gonna flood us. Alright, let's see. Can I steal? Can I turn steal this guy? No, line of sight blocked. Okay. Alright, let me move up. Alright. Get him. Jam! 21 damage? Alright. We're gonna... shoot. There's only 2 spots where I can hide. Somehow this equals partial cover, so I'll take that. You put yourself in cover real quick. And we're gonna hold... we're gonna end turn. Boop. Alright, he's running away. Alright, so... nope. Never mind. I think I can get it. Yep, there we go. Cool. Alright, so... Very good. I'm gonna have Gaishu flank his ass. Nice. Alright, so... Actually, can I... Yes. Infected claws. Rip. +2 damage. Hell yeah. He might actually die before next round. Oh, or he'll just die right now. That works too. Alright. Nice and clean. Let's see. Where are we going? Oh, okay, over here. Before you looms a formidable cast iron door. It's locked. Your means of escape just behind it. You notice a keypad mounted on the... Oh my god, and he didn't know the code! But you have no key code. A quick scan reveals a potential weak spot in the door's hinges. You have a feeling you can get through, but it's going to take a while. Oh, Gaishu can ascend? Let's see. Duncan with brute force. Gaishu, paradoxically, is a well, he's a ghoul, so I suppose it makes sense. Isabel hacked the keypad. Shoot. I'm gonna have him assess. I feel the code, but not its sequence. 2, 4, 5, 9. I will have to experiment with their combinations. His face remains unchanged as he plugs the numbers in one by one. If he's at all stressed, it doesn't show. And the HKPF is on its way. Damn. The Talon bursts out of the Shangri-La, nearly tearing the doors from its hinges. The lines of his face are twisted in intense rage. At the sight of the Talon, you see Rooster's body relax. His voice cracks. Talon, I'm over here. I've got weapons trained on me. Can't move. Save me and we'll get out of here. Take the incident straight to the top. They'll herald our survival. Reward us. He's going to say, nah, you're dead. The Talon homes in on Rooster. You little shit. Dragging me to this restaurant over and over. Making me eat filth, or watching you stuff your goddamn face full of it. And now, here you are, turned traitor in blink. Rooster is trembling with fear, or anger, or both. He raises a shaky finger and points it at the Talon. You can't speak to me that way. You're beneath me. I'm still a Red Bull, and when the Triad comes for me, I'll see you flayed for those words. The laugh punches the air. Talon gives Rooster a wicked smile, eyes gleaming. You won't get shit from the 289s. In fact, if your new allies don't gut you, the Triad will. Make sure you don't go squawking to anybody about high-level security plans or secrets or whatever. A flea like you won't last the night. Rooster's fake bravado melts away. Eyes wide, he looks desperately around him, trapped like a mouse in a snake's coil. Enemies on each side. His voice is small, pleading. Talon. Johnny, please. Please help me. It wasn't all bad, right? We had some good runs. You remember. Panic shakes him. I had no choice, Johnny. I was forced to surrender, but if you help me, get me out of here, I can see to it that you're rewarded, even promoted. How would you like that? Without hesitation, the Talon takes a step forward and spits on the ground. To hell with you, you spineless bit pusher. I bet you didn't even put up a fight. Just rolled over and played the captive. Coward! I'm going to enjoy planting a bullet into your soft, worthless skull. He readies his weapon. Ah, damn it, I was hoping to avoid this. No, and I have Gaishu on the freaking keypad, so I don't even have a tank right now. Damn it! I should have known. 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 And Talon's the freaking elf is worthless. Shit. All right. He only has 50 HP. I could potentially snipe him. Oh, not with that amount of armor, though. I still have a grenade launcher. That is true. Yes! And I can take away his AP. So hopefully I can make sure that I act before he does. Grenades, the ultimate equalizer. Smart proximity grenade. Ooh. Alright. Why is his line of sight blocked, though? Triad Enforcer. We don't know how much damage. We don't know how much HP they have, though. Alright, so. But if I do that, I'm gonna put myself in the splash zone. Damn it. Okay. Can I do this? Okay, I can. Cool. Wow, even when I missed, it still did a crit. I'll take it. Let's put him behind cover. Alright, and we'll hold turn. He's gonna do, he can't do anything. Alright. Ah, shit. Not great. Oh my god, that's a grenade launcher. Shit. Wait, how is she able to use both the... Oh my god, she has 3 AP. God bless America. Okay. This got real bad real fast. How are you not dead? Die, please. Thank you. Alright, so we need to get him out of the trenches. And who was the one that... It was this one, right? No, it was this one. It was this one. That's a sniper. This is a grenadier. It is in the open, though. Can I snipe this guy? Fish. Alright, yeah, he didn't give a fuck. Triad Enforcer flanked and splash damage. Hell yeah. Unfortunately, they're not marked, so like I have no idea who has what right now. I will say that I am not... shit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to spend a turn. Either I choose to heal. Fortunately, I don't have a dedicated healer right now. You're useless. Thank you. Just stay there. Alright. So this turn, we're going to... so this turn, we're going to heal with... We're going to heal Isabel. And then we're going to fire off a shot. Hopefully I can get them out. Alright. 93. Can I... I can make the shot. Hell yeah. Alright. We're going to put her behind there. Can I mercy kill this guy? Nope, not high, not enough damage. This is the grenadier. So absolutely priority on that one. Groovy. Alright, so use a greater heal. Unfortunately, I didn't want to do it, but we have to. Alright, cool. And then we're gonna snipe this guy. Hell yeah. Alright. And you are worthless, so you just hold action, I guess. Oh, man. I'm gonna be so pissed if Guy shoot fucking drops in the middle of this stupid keypad situation. Alright. So this guy needs to die. That's that's first and foremost. Cool. What is this, a blade? Okay. Let me think. Yeah, I'm gonna put her behind. Alright, so I could potentially kill this person. potentially. Alright. Yeah. Alright. Even if I miss, I'll still get splash. I didn't miss. Oh, great. Okay, cool. This guy is gonna... What does this guy have? I wish I knew what this guy had. Again, useless turn. Hell yeah! Oh no! She's a decker, the dwarf. Pretty useless, and let's get out of here. Oh no! Alright. How far can I get in one action? Not very, the answer is. Okay. Alright. I can at least get Gaishu out of here. Alright. We're gonna run. Damn. How did she have the action points to do that? Alright, whatever. Get the useless guy out of here. Alright. I think they're gonna take their whole movement action to come up. I don't think anyone has direct line of sight on us, so that's good. Okay, excellent. Alright. Definitely intended for all that to go down the way it did. Mastermind? The boat sways languidly atop the water. Insulated walls stifle outside noises, as if the chaos just beyond the door belonged to another world. Its interior is cramped, made smaller by maritime equipment protruding from the walls. The scent of the sea and moldering wood dominates your senses, ripened from years of perfunctory cleaning. Finally, a safe place to rest. Rooster flinches at your approach. When he speaks, he tries to sound confident, but his voice cracks. The 289 are gonna jam you up for this. Doubt it. With you out of the way, someone's probably nabbed your job by now. Isabel's eyes are locked on her deck. She picks a speck of grime off its side. You want us to add you to the body count? Didn't think so. Let's make this a quiet ride home, please. You heard the lady. The boat heaves and pitches over the bay as your driver plows through the choppy waves to the drop-off point, leaving the Shangri-La restaurant far behind. Inside, a restlessness fills the cabin. You finished the job. The extraction was a success, and now your client awaits his prize, the Triad Red Pole Rooster. It wasn't easy. It should have been. It would have been if that damn Talon hadn't mangled your plans with his visceral determination. But even a street-forged orc like the Talon could be stricken down. With the Talon dead, your escape from the restaurant to the getaway boat was made smoother. Well, as smooth as wading through a small army of triads and the skirting police the HKP of Dragnet could be. Luckily, Rooster got through the pursuit unharmed, and with the Talon now permanently out of commission, you might earn a few extra new yen from your client. All in all, a good run. Very good. I guess. I was trying to get that option, but like it never gave me the option. I think it's because I chose Chaos to distract the security force that I didn't get the option to do that. Your comlink chirps. It's kindly Cheng. Hello, Auntie. Hello, my darling. There's a thrill in her voice that you haven't heard before. Come see me at once. I have something I want to show you. Your crew is already here. What is it? Something I can't show you over the comm. Her voice gets testy. Now hang up and get over here. Alright. What do you want? Maybe she found a lead on Raymond. That would make sense. As you walk through the mahjong parlor, you see your crew waiting for you, clearly uncomfortable to be so close to the triad boss. Then you see why. Kylie Cheng's cheeks are flushed and glowing. She's already hit the bottle pretty hard. Actually, that sounds like a great idea after this stream. That's an aside. Nice to see you all. Should we grab a table for some maj? Don't keep us in suspense, Auntie. What did you find? Let's get to it, shall we? You said you had a lead, Auntie. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's happening tonight. 2 nights, right? Today and tomorrow? Let's get to it, shall we? You said you had a lead, Auntie? WrestleMania. The Super Bowl of pro wrestling. For the WWE. I did, and I do. Kylie Cheng takes out her PDA and gently places it on the table in front of her. The wiretap we placed on the police force has borne fruit. Her mouth breaks into a wolfish grin. Her eyes take on a feral gleam. She appears fueled by alcohol and vengeance, a hungry beast on the hunt. My people have delivered a snippet of recorded video call between the plastic-faced man and the Chief Inspector Crate of the Special Duties Unit. Whoa. Well, there we go. This should be good.
Should we take a seat?
It's gotten pretty good. The new Bloodline era, it's actually kind of fire, the storyline. And I don't say that lightly because the WWE storylines have been kind of mid until recently. It's been getting pretty good. Unfortunately, it is only a snippet. There were some technical difficulties with the tap. She glances at Bao, who nods back at her. The person responsible has been sacked. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you use code POGHF103268 for 60% off plus free shipping, and if you click that affiliate link, you too can enjoy some delicious fresh meals that are not suspicious at all, unlike this current situation. I already did that. Cheng reaches out a lacquered fingernail, hunts for the button she's looking for, and stabs it in victory. It's really good. Like, there is a... I don't want to spoil too much of it, but, like, Sami Zayn has been putting in some capital W work with his interactions with Roman Reigns' faction. And there was a whole tale of, like, him trying to get acceptance from Senpai to join his little faction. There was betrayal. There was intrigue, shall we say. And then at the end, Roman Reigns basically said Sami Zayn was a bitch. And then Kevin Owens came in, and there's this whole dramatic storyline of, like, the old frenemies now becoming friends, and it's really cool. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, sorry. I have to. This is a bit of a side gig, so I had to enable ads. But yeah, it's really good, really intriguing. So yeah, it's I recommend it. I can't believe I'm saying that, but Raw and SmackDown have actually been pretty entertaining TV to watch, and that I haven't said that in years. So, just if you are, yeah, Elimination Chamber is where it really all went down. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, and the Royal Rumble was actually pretty good this year too. So yeah, I recommend it. It's getting the come up, as the kids would say. Cheng reaches out a lacquered fingernail, hunts the button she's looking for, and stabs it in victory. There's a loud crackling noise at the beginning of the recording, followed by a squelching squeal that makes Gobbet cover her ears in pain. When the video recording begins, the man's voice sounds far away, as if he's talking through a thick pane of glass. The woman's is louder. Closer. Say that again? There's something wrong with this line. I said, my client isn't interested in hearing more excuses, Inspector. That's what I thought you said. I'm not making excuses, mister. I have a department to run. Not for much longer if those two Westerners aren't found. They're linked to this Raymond Black somehow, and my client wants them out of circulation immediately. The two runners are his accomplices, too. The little orc and the dwarf with the cyberdeck. Gobbet looks at Isabel wide-eyed and swallows hard. Isabel winks back reassuringly. I'm aware, Inspector. Thank you. We don't know how much any of them know, and my client is adamant that the risk may be mitigated immediately. I've already made this the SDU's highest priority. If Josephine wants to add more resources on it, I'm going to need allocations from elsewhere in the department. That is a problem that can easily be dealt with. My client wants this over now. No more excuses, no more fuck-ups, no more cops floating in the river. Kindly Cheng smiles at that and pours herself a shot. Tell her we're redoubling our efforts. Very good. Dead or alive, you bring them to me. My client requires my personal verification that the threat has been eliminated. Hang on, this line is getting worse. There's a sharp crackle and the recording ends. Kindly Cheng picks up her PDA and puts it away with a smile. She unscrews the cap on her bottle and pours herself a shot with a flourish. That's the guy we saw in the surveillance footage. The one that killed Raymond Black. She leans in to the PDA. That plastic face looks a lot cooler close up. I think it's kind of pretty.
That video doesn't tell us much. I mean, we already know there's an APB on us. All we're sure of now is the man with the plastic face is definitely working for someone else. This Josephine.
Is that all we have, Auntie? A first name? It's not just a first name, Gobbet dear. It's the first name. Josephine Sang. She's the one pulling the strings. Kindly downs her shot and slams the glass upside down on her table. That disease-ridden dog-fucker. I should have known it was her from the beginning. She drums her fingers on the table in front of her. And she had the nerve to call down the heat on my runners? On Nightjar? On that scabrous... Oh, that scabrous fossil is going to pay! So, friend of yours? Cheng makes a wet hacking noise in the back of her throat and spits on the floor. She's the CEO of Sang Medical Services and a member of the Hong Kong Executive Council. Her face turns into a mask of disgust. Josephine dog-fucking Sang. Yeah. I said medical. I meant mechanical. My bad. CEO, huh? What do you know about her? She was Hong Kong's Philanthropist of the Year in 2054 and 55. Children's hospitals, homeless shelters, food distribution centers. Good causes, and the kind that get good PR because people are too lazy and myopic to look for the real people doing the hard work. Oh, I'm about to wrap this up anyways. The face-to-face with the poor work. Don't be so cynical, Isopel. Auntie Cheng smiles at her sweetly. Coming face-to-face with the unsanitized for video poor is distasteful, dear. You know that. Her face gets stony. Beyond being a CEO and a philanthropist, I also know that Josephine Sang is a lying, conniving bitch. Philanthropist and bitch? Those two sound mutually exclusive. She snorts defensively. Wake up, ojos de muerte. Power is power. Whether you're providing children with 3 hearts and a cot, or you're negotiating a treaty with a multinational, it's all the same. Doesn't sound like you like her very much. Whatever gave you that impression, my sweet? Her wolfish smile returns. No, my darling, I don't like Josephine Sang, and I'm going to fuck her up. I'm going to fuck her up real bad. Oh, this should be good. It will be delicious, and I may explain why someday. But not today. She picks up her bottle of swill. Its turpentine fumes drift your way. But when I finally get her, you'll be there, my darling. I'll make it a party. What do you think the connection... what is it saying? Mechanical services? Josephine's baby. It was a B-rated corporation before she married into the Sang family. But after she fought for and won the contract to rebuild Kulan Wall City, their fortunes rose high. They began a rise to power that eventually landed Josephine on the executive council. Wait, so there's a connection between Josephine Sang and the walled city? Yes. The same place Raymond Black hired my runners to take him. I've already connected the dots. I don't know what it means, but it clearly means something. Let's cut to the chase. What's our next step? There's nothing we can do to touch Josephine Sang, as much as I hate to admit it. But the plastic-faced man is a different story. He's a third-party operative who's been careless, and he'll live to regret it. Her little black eyes turn stony. For a while. If Sang thinks she can take out 2 of my runners and get away with it, I'm going to have to explain things to her. She pulls out a thin black cigar and runs it beneath her nose. We're going to find the plastic man, and we're going to hurt him. We'll hurt him until we know everything he does, and then we will use that to strike back at Josephine Sang. She lights a cigar and takes a deep, deep pull. You will have your vengeance, and I will have my own satisfaction. She turns away and picks up the bottle. Now, get out. I have work to do. All right. And with that, actually, before I do that, we're about to, let me do one thing before I do the other thing. I'm going to collect my payment real quick. Alright. Open the jobs directory and claim payment for Rooster Low. You submit your job. The client is pleased with how you handled the situation. Rooster Low has been very contrite and forthcoming, due in no small part to the violence with which you handled the opposition. You've even earned a little extra for taking out the Talon. Your payment is attached. Sweet. I got a bonus, too. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and save. Look, we will be spending money, but we will be doing that next time we do Shadowrun Hong Kong. And for those that are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. We normally do Shadowrun Saturdays, not Shadowrun Saturdays, Cyberpunk Saturdays, and on 2 p.m. Eastern, around on this day, so Saturdays 2 p.m. Eastern. And with that, thank you all for watching, and I will see you, not on that screen, but next time. Bye!